franchise.
No.
Franchise this thing, then we're set. All right? Money equals drugs equals franchise. That's what sells. All right, first we start with the Wonka boy. That guy will bring us $1 billion.
He's been in everything now.
That's the point. He's a friendly face. He's Wonka. He's Dune. He's everything. He's already used to the sand. That leads us to the clown car. That's where we just put everybody in, and they all just kind of fly through this. And then we get the Nolans involved.
Like Christopher Nolan.
No. Johnny Nolan, the little Nolan.
Oh, TV Nolan.
Yeah,
Okay.
TV guy. Yeah. TV guy. And then we use Godzilla versus -1's method. They only had $16 million and they made that movie.
Yeah, but I heard the working conditions weren't that great.
No! What's your point? We're making money. Money! That's what we're getting, right? Alright. Then we get to the dinner scene. That's where we exposition everything. That's how we fix all of our mistakes.
Like in Suicide Squad?
No, David Ayer was smoking drugs when we did that one. We're on good stuff today. It's gonna be better, trust me.
Well, who came up with Flashpoint? Really?
I think it'll work.
Yeah. I'm sold.
Makes a compelling argument.
I can't argue with it.
Yeah.
Recording at 12920 Philadelphia Street, Whittier, California at Undercity Comics. Keeping up with the nerds, this is issue 195. My name's Sean.
Nick.
Rene.
Hey, welcome to the show, everybody.
Welcome to the show.
How you doing, guys?
Doing good.
We, as you guys can see, Sean is filling in. I am over here again. I have the single camera. Yeah, we had to have a battle royale.
Uh-huh.
It wasn't to the death. It was just who can touch Sean's penis first.
Yes.
Surprisingly enough, Sean lost.
Nick was quick to the draw.
He was.
Yeah.
As soon as they said it, bite.
Whoa. Domain expansion. Whoa, bro.
It's just immediately. Oh man! Welcome to the show, everybody. Thank you for tuning in. Remember to always like, subscribe, click on those buttons down below. You can find us over at our website, keepingupwiththenerds.com. You can also find us at our social media, where you can tune in with us, check everything out. You can catch us on Instagram and X. And you can also find us on Podbean. And anywhere else you can find a podcast, really. Big news, our major news is it is currently Wednesday when this is being released, which means that tomorrow is Santa Fe Art Fest.
Woo! Come down.
Yeah. This is hitting you guys at 12 o'clock, which means that Santa Fe Art Fest is coming up the following day on Thursday, Friday. Remember, Thursday is the preview show. So I will be there. Bryan will be there. Some of our vendors will be there. It starts at 5 to 9 o'clock. We are not going to be doing any showcasing of anything that day. We are going to be saving it for Friday. So if you are only going to be going for one day, Friday's going to be a good day.
Come Friday. Come both days.
Yeah.
Come every day if you want.
Come as many times as you want, wherever you want that day.
Within legal boundaries.
As you guys can tell,
Yes.
Brian's
we're not condoning
not
anything.
in this
Brian's
episode.
The chaos.
Just chaos is ensued. But no, for real. Come down to Art Fest. If you guys are going to come check us out, the main thing that we're going to be showing off is our first piece of merch, which we finally got something that we are going to be kind of doing. We finally got a little bit of merch that we're going to be giving out. Luckily, at Santa Fe Santa Fe Art Fest, we are going to be giving it out for free.
For free? Everyone loves free stuff.
We're going to be giving it out for free.
I love free stuff.
So we are going to be having 4 stickers.
Yes.
That we are going to be displaying right here because I will put it there.
Oh, are you editing?
Yeah, I'm editing.
Oh,
so
okay.
I'll put this one here, and this one,
Mm-hmm.
and this one, and that would do.
That one's cute.
As you can see from what I'm showing off right here, we actually collaborated with the Super Mesa Bros, and they made us our very own starters as our favorite characters.
Yeah.
Squirtle was always my favorite, so we went with Batman. We gave Charmander to Bryan, and he's our little Charmander Spock.
Yeah, because it's either Charmander or die with him.
Yeah, it's Charmander or die.
Charmander.
Yeah. And then Rene just...
I just took Bulbasaur.
He's happy with what you give him.
Yeah.
Bulbasaur's awesome.
but
He's my favorite.
Not only that, but also I'm loving the Codosaur.
Codysaur.
Codysaur, yeah.
It looks sick.
It does.
So go check these out. They're all going to be available to pick up for free. But if you are unable to get them at the starting of year 3, which is coming up in about a month and a half.
Yes.
In a month and a half, they will be live on the Keeping Up with the Nerds website in the store. You can go ahead and pick them up there.
Keep an eye out for those.
Yeah, keep them up. The last actual sticker that we're going to be doing is we are going to be doing our logo. It's a cool logo.
It's a cool logo.
Lewis did a good job on it.
Yes. Another one that Lewis did.
Yeah.
Yes.
Lewis has made all of our merch.
Yes, he has made all of our graphics, all of our characters.
He has made all of our graphics, and he does it as soon as he can, because it's so funny whenever I call him Lewis, and I'm like, Lewis, I have an idea for a graphic, and he's like, I have so much stuff to do.
So not right now.
Poor guy.
No, he has a lot of he has his own stuff that they're going to be doing.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, the Super Mesa Bros were not going to be able to make it to the show. Unfortunately, but he did want to make his own presence. Maybe next year when we do this again, they'll show up and everything else. But come on down. You can. We're going to be doing a little bit of a kind of an activity where you can get at least one of the stickers coming down to Santa Fe Art Fest.
Yeah.
But come check it out.
Yes.
Come,
Keep us company, guys.
yeah, come keep us company. If you have ever wanted to meet Rene, myself, or Bryan, we are going to be there. Unfortunately, Sean, you are not.
They don't. People don't want to see
Be
it. It's
the-
fine.
be the other
I
side of
like
the
seeing-
world.
Oh, the new guy.
I like seeing the new guy. I like seeing different.
Have you read all the hate comments
Is
about
it
me?
really?
Oh, dude, that's all the comments are. It's just
No,
hate
it is
comments.
not. Is it
Jump
really?
off a bridge.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Is it really?
He's not a real nerd.
No.
It's-
I was about to say. I was like,
He's an
I don't read the
NPC.
comments, you
that
know,
one hurt
like-
me the most. Someone called me an NPC.
dude, if that was happening, I would be jealous.
Right.
I would be like, why is the new guy getting all the hate? I've been
Right.
here longer.
Right.
I want more hate.
Well, you're likable.
want
That's
the
why.
hate.
I want hate. No.
I hate you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
It means a lot. But I'm super excited about this.
Yes.
Sarah Heck is also going to be doing
Yes, she'll be next to us.
She's going to be right next to us. She's going to be doing a cosplay contest. I believe. No, I think the actual enrollment is going to be over by today, unfortunately.
Yeah.
But if you guys want, come check it out. It will be. They're going to be doing it on Friday, I
Yeah.
believe, in mid-afternoon.
Mid-afternoon, yeah.
Yeah, and then we're going to be doing a whole bunch of interviews, and it's going to be a first for the Keeping Up with the Nerds group.
Yeah.
We are going to be doing our very first live podcast.
So
Exciting.
If you guys want to not be on the podcast, but be featured, maybe we'll talk to the audience, bring them in
Yeah.
really quick, see what their thoughts are on some of the topics we talk about.
Then
and
like
stuff
immediately turn off the mic.
Yeah.
Just,
Like, let
Have a
them
foot
run
switch
their
just
mouth.
in
and
case.
Like, okay.
yeah, just
I
or no,
wanna
just
hear that.
you just go like, I think Brian's right.
You know, my favorite is
That guy's crazy. Hey, that person's a crazy
I
person.
don't know what he was saying.
But yeah, so I'm super excited about that. We are.
not thinking.
There's just so much stuff that we have to
I'm
do
just
tomorrow.
not thinking like If
so
we
much
if
stuff
we
gotta
if we
tomorrow.
do a live when we do a live podcast, are people going to be like, "Are you guys going to upset Bryan?" Like, or
Just letting you know,
like-
that is my number one goal.
Wow.
If I can get him to blow up in front of a group of people.
Just make the comparison of Pokemon
What
and
do you
iPhone again.
mean?
I just want that moment of him having to walk off stage and go, and just like walking out and then just coming back and going, I need a breath.
Yeah.
Or else I'm gonna hate you.
Right.
But no, we're super excited.
Yes.
I can't wait. Not only that, but also, the whole Keeping Up with the Nerds family is really going to be there. I'm really hoping you guys all show out,
Yes.
show up, and also just in general check out
Yeah.
out the fest. There's a lot of stuff
There's
that's
a lot of
there.
artists you can see,
Vendors,
yeah,
there's a
different
movie,
vendors,
Art that's going to
food
be
and drinks,
Yeah,
and stuff
so
like that.
come check it out. I believe the tickets are $25.
Yes.
So come check it out. Could be a lot of fun.
Mm-hmm.
How was you guys this week? Was it good?
Not too bad.
I now understand what Bryan means because I can't stop burping. I chugged it a little bit and I'm
Yeah,
like,
same.
Pace yourself.
I know. How was your week?
It was not too bad. Me working here, I meet colorful people. One person in particular.
Was he just covered in paint?
No, not that colorful. But it was he was a
Clever,
character.
okay.
He was a character, and he came in and he was just like he was just admiring the store, which is fine. I have no problem if you want to admire the store. And he comes in and he's like, "Why do you laugh already?"
Because I thought he was like, oh. just admiring the
Yeah,
store.
just like- That's what he was doing. He was like, "Yeah, this is."
Then he started tributing to the store too.
And then basically he was like, he was talking about just like obsessions, and he's like, he's talking about his son because his son loves Sonic. He goes like, yeah, the little guy loves this. And he pulled out two Sonic buttons and he bought them $2. That's fine. And he's like, you want to know my obsession? And he pulls out, and I'm like, no.
Oh,
And then he goes in his pocket and he goes,
please don't.
bam, and it's just two cars. I'm not a car guy, so I don't know what
Like Hot
type-
Wheels?
Like
Yeah,
Hot Wheels?
no, they're like little 5-inch cars or something like that.
Like
And he just
Matchbox?
carries
kinda
those in
like-
his
he just carries them in his
carrying
pocket.
them in
And I go
Okay.
and I look at him, I'm like, cars, that's your obsession. He goes, no, the type of car. I'm like, I don't know cars, man, I'm sorry. He goes, oh no, Beamers. I love Beamers, man. And I'm like, oh, cool. And then he's like, yeah, man, like I souped these up, I got up to like 150 miles on it and stuff like that. You drive down Las Vegas Strip, and when you drive at that speed and you're just in the zone, like nothing else matters. It's just you and the car are one. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, why do I feel like he's like 2 lines away from quoting Fast and the Furious?
Yeah.
And he's like, all right, man, you have a good day. I'm like,
I'm gonna see
Okay.
you a quarter mile
right,
at a time.
right. It doesn't matter if you
Win or lose.
Win or lose. Winning's winning. He was like 2 lines away from saying that. That's the thing, and I'm like, oh my. God.
It's so interesting. We kind of hear that people love BMWs
Yes.
because BMWs are notoriously very high cost maintenance cars that
Yeah.
are not well made.
Foreign parts.
Foreign. It's primarily the foreign
Yeah.
parts, but yeah, but they're also like not crafted well.
Not
They
really.
break down really well.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, now that you brought it into cars, did you hear that? What was it? That Cybertrucks are being
Yes.
all recalled.
Yeah.
What for? What?
Like apparently there's just like a lot of things that are
They just
wrong.
blow up.
No,
You're like midst of driving.
No.
It's the acceleration pedal.
Yeah.
So when they designed it, I guess there
made
wasn't
it
a lot of
plastic?
thought. Yeah, it's like a plastic cover. So when you lift on it,
Uh-huh.
the cover
Slides off.
can slide off.
No.
On the upside though, you can actually come to a complete brake,
Mm-hmm.
even though the acceleration's on.
But if you take your foot off the brake,
You're
Yeah.
gonna just
you're
go
at
back.
100. You're at 100%.
Yeah.
Oh,
And
crap.
that truck is fast.
Yeah.
The
it-
acceleration,
It
yeah.
goes like 0 to 80 in like 0.2 seconds. It's super fast.
Dang.
But yeah. So that was happening. So you have a metal plate that's right here,
Mm-hmm.
and what was happening was as people were pushing down, the plate would then move up and then get lodged underneath the center console, and it would be pushed at full throttle.
Yeah.
And you couldn't do anything
Nope.
about it.
Yep.
And you'd have to slam on the brakes
Mm-hmm.
to then like stop and then try and like pull it out because if you take your other foot off the brake,
You're
you're back
back.
at 100%.
That's scary, man.
Yeah. So now they're like, bring them back.
Yeah.
Well, you know, they're doing whatever. But
The
it's
tablets too are also
I
breaking
wonder
down
if
a lot.
the
Yeah.
Whittier Cybertruck had it. Like,
dude, could you imagine?
Yeah.
Oh, that sucks.
Oh, there was a Whittier
yeah, it's
Cybertruck?
an orange one
Yeah,
that
it's just like,
drives
it's,
around here.
it's like the brightest orange.
Yeah.
I've
in the
not seen
it's
it.
Naruto orange.
Yeah.
How? Okay.
How have you not
there's-
seen this?
Right?
It's
seen
literally
it,
on
like,
every
one time.
YouTube. It's on every like Whittier Facebook page.
I want to see it. I want to see a Cybertruck in person.
Uh,
Oh, yeah.
It's been driving around.
Yeah?
It drove around Uptown one time. I think it drove down
We saw it
Philadelphia. Yeah, it was like Philadelphia like months ago. and
Yeah.
stuff. But I didn't know what it was at the time because I don't pay attention and stuff like that.
It's
That's
a
the thing.
weird design.
Yeah, that's the thing. And then I didn't know that's what it was called, the Cybertruck.
Oh.
A Cybertruck.
Also, the other problem is too, you can't use the rear view mirror.
Does it not be
Wait,
a mirror?
what?
Does it not want a mirror?
You didn't know about this?
No.
So so it has a canopy in the back,
and
and the way that the car is actually designed is that the back
slides.
window is in the canopy. So if you have that slider up, you can't see out of the back window.
Well, that's
What a
really bad.
Major design.
So you can't see anything. So not only that, so
Mm-hmm.
now you're reversing with pure sensors,
Yeah.
with just sensors.
Was it? Wait, who designed this? Was it Elon Musk?
It was Elon Musk. It was Tesla's
Tesla's,
team.
yeah.
Yeah, Tesla's team. They came up with the idea probably like in 2017. They announced that this car was
Yeah.
coming out.
Oh, with the Tesla bot too, right?
Yeah, with the Tesla bots.
Where is a Tesla bot?
I don't know. I want a Tesla bot though.
You know what's funny? I have a customer that works for Tesla, and I haven't seen him in a couple of weeks actually.
Oh, he's probably dead.
They're reverting they're recycling their employees into
You know
the
what's
Tesla
funny
bots.
too? He's also a listener of the podcast.
Does he?
So I'm not going to name him, obviously.
Listen,
but yeah,
you're not. But I do know what your hardships are. I'm sorry you work for Tesla.
yeah.
Did you? They also laid off 100 and.
Oh, I hope that's not my customer.
I don't know. I remember. I know that they laid off like 100,000 people
Oh,
For
no.
Tesla or SpaceX?
Tesla.
Oh,
for
okay.
Tesla, and they didn't notify everybody.
Dude, so they were going into the office.
So they went into the office, and then their key cards didn't work.
Oh
That is
no!
a terrible way of finding
because
out.
it was effectively a. So
What kind of
they-
Silicon
they
Valley
went in-
crap is that?
Because it's not. It's in Texas.
Oh,
They're in Texas now.
No, but that's something that I would see like on the show. Silicon
Silicon-
Valley.
that
Yeah.
is some Silicon
yeah,
Valley
was
stuff.
it Hoolies?
Yeah, like in the movies, they go like open it up, and it's
Yeah.
like, oh, by the way, did you get your email?
Yeah.
They're-
Nope.
No, but they sent it through their work emails that they were laid off.
So how would they be able to sign into it if they're laid
That's the
off?
thing. You have to go into your
Oh
office
my gosh.
and like
People thought that they were like the server was shut down.
Mm-hmm.
So then they would go into the office and then try to use their key card, and then security would walk out and be
I
like,
was-
"You don't work here."
I was. That also reminds. I don't know why it reminds me of Office Space, where they find what is it? Milton? Was it Milton or what's the guy that with the red stapler?
Yeah, that's Milton.
Milton, where they go like, oh yeah, apparently Milton's been working here for years, but he was getting laid off, but he still
got
gets
laid
paid and stuff like that. They go, okay, so he's been let go. Well, no, we fixed the glitch.
Yeah.
Oh, hold on, we got the
Oh my God.
the reset, guys. Hold on.
Quick reset.
We fixed the glitch. The glitch.
The glitch.
Oh God! Wait, what did you hit?
I didn't hit anything. I just did it. Was that me or was that?
I saw a hand move.
Mm.
There's so many stuff. How's that?
Good.
Is that fine?
No, it's slipping.
There we go.
No, it's slipping.
Okay, you know what?
Yeah, throw it to the other side.
There
I'm
we
gonna,
go.
I'm gonna leave all this in
Okay.
because the recording never
Stay.
stopped.
No,
Alright.
it did. That's good. No, you're
you're
that
way
position. Okay, no, here, take that off and just use that. Just instead, yeah. That's
Because
it's
it's
not
the.
any better.
Hang on.
Oh,
Give me your extra soda.
Oh yeah, here.
Oh, God damn it!
Table. I hope you're all thoroughly entertained with this
I
right
know.
now.
I hope this is really.
So I want to tell a story.
How many
and I'm gonna
nerds does
ask
it take
Rene
to
if I
level a
can.
phone?
I'm gonna ask Rene if I can because I'm very upset.
If you can.
Yeah.
With the Sorry.
Well, I'm putting a
dumb.
soda can.
okay.
Is that
No, yeah,
Yeah.
you can't. But it does feel like it's
up?
you're looking upon you. Do you want to use the
How's
second
that?
one? Not any better.
Is it really? Okay. Well, while we fix that second
Yeah.
camera, you guys
Yeah.
need to fix it.
Yeah.
I have no idea what I'm doing.
Wait, you can't see yourself?
I can't see myself on the other side. No idea what's going on. Anyway, I was upset the other day. Before we get back to Tesla, Rene had a group that came in here. They used the stuff that was in the podcast room. Mind you, yes, it is in the podcast room.
Theft.
And we figure people are going to use this stuff.
Yes.
Somebody took a clip for the camera.
Yeah, our stand for
the tripod.
the clamp that's holding this camera right now. It's like, when you
The
have
little
a
phone
normal,
clamp.
like a little selfie thing. You just put it right there.
Someone took it.
Yeah.
Sounds exactly like that too.
Yeah.
It's accurate.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
Somebody took it. So now the other camera is being held up by paper and a soda can.
Ingenuity, baby.
Ingenuity.
Yes. MacGyver it.
Yes.
So Tesla is wild.
Yeah.
Tesla's wild,
We
but
fixed
but it's also the same thing that they were doing at Twitter.
Of course.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
exactly the same thing.
The
that
Twitter
they were doing at
labor,
Twitter.
like live here, live in the building, live where you work.
Yeah,
What was that?
Not only that, but also remember when they fired somewhere near like 200,000 people.
Yeah.
And then they realized that, oh my god, we fired a bunch of people that we really need.
Yeah.
And then they called all those people back and went, hey, so can you come back to work?
Can you imagine? They go like,
No, they need me.
They fired everyone in Twitter, and then they're just like, all right. And then like they're in the office, like, okay, how do we fix the whole twit thing, the Twitter thing? Huh?
It's broken?
It's broken.
I think that would have been so funny if you just see Elon, he's just firing people one at a time,
Yeah.
just everything else, and he's like, all right. How do we change the letterhead?
Oh yeah,
It's like only Dale knows how to do that. Who's Dale? The guy
you
you
let
just
him go.
the
Yeah.
guy you just fired.
5 minutes ago.
Somebody go get Dale.
Go get down.
Get him back in here. Get him back in here, please.
But yeah, man, it's wild.
That reminds
It
me
is
of the
so
work
wild.
situation when you said that the lady, the place got hacked and they had fired her, but
Oh.
it got in her spam email.
Yeah.
Hearing the stuff that happened at Tesla, I'm like, oh man, it's this all over again.
Yeah, it's ridiculous, dude. It's so silly. But yeah, what about you, Sean? You are leaving us as of recording. We're recording on a Friday. You are leaving to Japan.
Yes, I'm leaving in a few hours.
Yeah,
I have
man.
like 16, 14 hours
I
left.
am super excited for
And
you.
then I'm sailing away
Yeah,
out into the sunset.
gonna find your own Wilson.
Yep.
Uh,
I'm
a
drinking
nice-
seawater.
a nice little
If that
volleyball.
played, if it, God forbid, if these are my final words, and this is in memoriam, later world smell my ass. Put that on my headstone.
That's what it was.
Yep.
Okay.
My final words.
I'm not sure. Do I have to bleep that? Do I have to bleep?
No
I don't know.
ass.
I don't know.
No,
I won't bleep it.
no.
We'll leave it.
There's like 4 words we can't say, and that's not one of them.
Okay. I'll go with that
Meatquab
one.
is another one as well.
Uh,
See, guys, I told you it's right here. Meatquab.
but yeah.
know,
so,
you know.
so what's the first thing off the plane? What's
Hmm.
what's the first thing you're gonna do besides get some sleep?
That's actually really good.
Right?
Yeah. So
Is it the Coke Zero version too?
Yeah.
land in the airport. Boom. Get my card so I can get around the subway. Then just sorry, like really, I'm spacing right now. Sorry. So yeah, I'm gonna land, and then after that, we're gonna just pretty much get the card, get my passport verification thing, so I can get taxes off. So when I buy stuff, I'm not gonna get taxed,
Yes.
which is gonna be
Oh,
awesome.
that's
yeah,
cool.
no tax. Go to the hotel, probably like sleep for an hour, and get lost in a 30-block radius.
So also, did you tell your bank you were leaving?
I did tell them today. They said, "Don't worry about that. We don't do that anymore. The first time you make a charge on your card, you're gonna get a text message, and you have like a very small window to respond to say yes, this is you. So that way we know you're there, and that's it.
After that, you're done.
After that, I'm good.
My buddy was still saying though, especially in Japan, he was saying that cash is still king.
Mm-hmm.
That
Big time.
he took like $1,000 in cash still,
Ooh.
and because like using your card is fine and willy,
Yeah.
but there's also a lot of places where you can just kind of go like, I'll give you $20 and then give it to me.
A lot of the street
Is it-
vendors, mom and pop places,
it-
they don't take card.
Is it the currency name for in Japan? Is it yen?
It's yen.
It's
Yeah,
yen.
it's yen.
Okay.
It's yen.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's a yen.
And yeah, I mean the exchange rate's like $1 for
Well,
153
they don't-
yen.
So basically, I was gonna say yeah, because they're the way they count currency is like they don't use a decimal point essentially, right?
I don't think so.
Yeah, because it's like
Not
they
not
count
like
they
us.
count like
Everything's
basic-
always rounded up, I think.
Yeah, it's rounded
Yeah.
up, so they count like almost every penny.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, and I'm gonna be getting a lot of coins back because they even have like 1,000 yen coin pieces, 500 yen, and, you know, 10, 40, 30.
Well, because they kind of stopped going with paper money
Yeah.
because paper money costs too much to make.
Mm-hmm.
And that's a problem that we have
Yeah.
is that
Yeah.
paper money in general just costs more to make,
Mm-hmm.
and especially seeing as how not so durable it is, eventually it just falls apart, and then we
Yeah.
got to print new money and burn the other one. So Japan has done a really good job on just kind of moving towards metal money.
They live
Well,
in the
mo-
future.
Well, not really going towards it. They stayed having metal money. Like at no point did
Like,
they
oh yeah,
ever-
this is gonna be a problem in the future. Let's not do this.
Yeah,
yeah, because
basically-
they've always had metal money.
Yeah, that's always been a thing.
They've always had coins,
Yeah,
not metal
and
money. We're
when-
not Neanderthals.
No,
When they-
it's metal money.
When
I
they
want
did have
metal
paper
money.
money, it was like this wide. It was like this
Oh, yeah.
wide. When
Big
I- when I
novelty
started-
looking size bills.
It looks looks like a Chuck E. Cheese coupon.
Basically.
I found the golden ticket, guys.
I'm debating between either getting sushi first or ramen.
I think you know what I depending on the weather.
Yeah,
It's
depending
gonna-
on the weather. If it's really cold, get some ramen.
It's gonna be like in the 70s, low 70s, mid 60s.
I say if you're drinking, go get some sushi.
Oh, definitely.
Dude, ramen's good when you're drinking too.
Some
What are you talking about?
What? Really?
Japan-
I never craved ramen when I was
Dude,
drunk.
I'd crave.
Oh, you don't?
No.
Oh my god, dude. You know what? You know what? I do crave ramen when I'm hungover.
Oh really?
yeah.
Oh no, that's a good yeah.
I crave ramen when
Your body wants that salt.
You know what,
Wants that
Mandy?
sodium.
Mandy
Pho,
not
yes.
ruined, but like now I can't not eat this combo anymore. Without one or the other, is that Mandy turned me on to eating fried chicken and sushi at the same time.
Whoa,
really
I have
good.
never done that.
fried chicken
Yeah.
and sushi.
Dude,
Okay.
so
Like-
good.
I can get behind that.
Like
Yeah.
a fried chicken stuffed with sushi? Or
No,
what?
just fried chicken, and then you have a little
Hey,
bit of sushi with it.
You got
as
your
well, too.
Popeyes and your California roll, your
Yeah.
like sashimi.
God,
I didn't even touch the
I
table.
no, I'm just sitting here. Like, I don't know.
So you got California rolls, sashimi.
Here, let's.
No, okay, hold on.
I know, so let's do this. Let's do that. This must look hilarious.
All right,
Yeah, just imagine this bottom camera. Just
that's better. That's better. Yeah,
That keeps on falling.
yeah.
yeah, it's this box.
And now you're good. You're in frame.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
Yep.
you're perfect. That's actually good framing right there.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Damn this podcast.
God.
Sabotage.
Dude, like they
No, I'm kidding.
sabotaged us, man.
man.
No,
If they
I'm
come
kidding.
back in, I want you to like just like
No, I'm gonna tell him something like, "Yo, where's my clap?"
I want the Billy Club. I just want as soon as they walk in.
Oh. Intimidating.
Where's my clap?
Someone's gonna give me the clap. Like,
Someone's giving me the clap,
Right.
and it better be one of you.
It's a family-friendly show, sir.
Yeah.
No one's gonna be getting the clap.
Brian likes to think it's family friendly. It's
not family
It's not family-friendly.
Yeah, I think it's really funny too because if you go based off of our demographics, it's primarily 30 to 40-year-olds who watch this show.
Yeah.
Housewives, right?
Yeah.
30 to 40.
It's just housewives. It's just people standing at home just
Yeah.
folding
laundry.
and doing laundry.
Washing
They're
the
not-
dishes.
Deadass, that's me. On Wednesdays, I'm like, damn.
Some of the richer people are loading the dishwasher.
I'm like, oh, okay, you know what? I'm gonna clean the house right now, fold some
I'm
clothes.
listening to Keep
you
Up
know?
with the Nerds.
Yeah.
You know what? A lot of people say that they do chores to our voices.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of people tell me they listen to us while they're like driving, or
Driving
they're
is
on
one.
their way to work or on
Yeah.
their way home.
Yeah.
and stuff.
Yeah, or just doing chores.
I don't think you really need to see like a podcast sometimes. You know, like visually, like you're mainly
Yeah, you're listening to it.
Well, if this would be the worst one to start with
Oh my
because
God.
the camera keeps falling three
Or-
times already.
Or it's the best one. I don't know.
Right?
Because you got one camera that's just over there, and then
Yeah.
the main camera just blah, 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 blah.
every like
Because
20 minutes.
Because I'm keeping it, but I'm taking out the bang,
Oh,
or I'm gonna lower the bang.
yeah, lower the bang.
Just so that way it doesn't hurt your ears. But yeah, man. So I'm super excited. What's Chrissy? What's the first thing she wants to do?
oh, she's gonna be here. She's not
it's
going,
just
unfortunately. Yeah, it's just me.
What's
well,
the
I
first
mean,
thing
it's
she's
not
doing
just
when you
me.
leave.
Probably gonna sleep in,
Wow.
do nothing,
Sounds sick.
be a homebody.
Who are you going with?
Just my whole family.
Oh,
Oh, it's
Yeah.
a family trip.
The whole clan's going. Yep.
Cool.
Your
like,
wife
I
wasn't
think-
invited?
No, she was invited. The thing is, financially, we couldn't do it at the time.
Oh,
And then when the tickets were paid for,
Mm-hmm.
it would have been a little bit more expensive.
that makes
She's
sense.
like, you know what? No, it's
So
okay.
she took
We're-
one for
we're-
the team.
You know,
Yeah, we're
you know-
just saving money.
Take one of the
At this point,
days
yeah.
and consider it. Go to Korea.
Korea
It's only a $20 it's only a $20 boat ride.
boat ride to Korea. Where would I have to be leaving in
Wait,
Japan
which
to
Korea?
get that boat?
Does not matter.
The good
Everywhere
Korea.
everywhere in Japan is within 45 minutes to an hour.
That's true.
Yeah. Okay.
Literally, you can just look it up and you can get a boat. It's like a
But I don't-
3-hour boat ride to get to Korea.
But I don't want to go to Korea. Not yet. Not yet.
No, I mean like
Yeah.
do some stuff, and then like one of the days go. We're gonna go to Korea today, and then get on the boat early in the morning, and you spend a day in Korea.
I'm gonna be sleeping in.
I don't know why I keep thinking.
I'm gonna
it's
have-
like
I'm gonna
You
have to sleep
accidentally go
in.
to North Korea.
Guys, I went to the wrong Korea. I downloaded the wrong Korea.
Which one's the
Oops.
bad one?
I always like the
I don't know. South sounds like it would be the bad one.
yeah. Yeah. It's true. I mean, the U.S. has a history of that. I'm only going off what I know.
So obviously, the North would have to be the
Right?
good one.
The North Pole.
Yeah.
I hear the North Pole's nice. So
Santa
North,
lives
everything-
there. Santa lives there.
The North and the South is this just weird paradox.
I hear
Paradox.
usually
There it is.
South. Anything
There it
South
is.
is not
What
good.
was it?
What?
What
Oh,
was-
120.
It was
oh,
30
30.
32.
32, 20,
24.
It
Yeah.
was like 32, 20.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what'd you say? Don't. Wait.
I'm not.
Which word did you?
F.
use?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah,
okay.
Yeah, he said the
I didn't
F
even hear it. I didn't.
Fun.
word. I heard it.
Oh, okay.
Funky.
Funky butt loving.
It's funky. Funky butt loving. You know what? That's what you have to say now.
Funky butt muffin.
No, butt loving.
Butt
Oh.
loving.
Like from the rookie.
Funky butt loving.
Was it Rookie of the Year?
Rookie of the year.
You never seen when a kid can throw the baseball really fast?
He falls and then he his like his
he
tendons.
plays for the Cubs.
Yeah, he
Chicago
plays for the
Cubs.
Cubs.
Sounds
Yeah?
vaguely familiar.
okay, yeah.
Sounds familiar.
Well, he's going to the doctor and he says, okay, so now rotate your shoulder, and his tendons fused too tight. So now he can throw really hard and fast. So he's like, okay, so now rotate it, and he hits the doctor in the face. He's like, oh, funky butt loving. He's like,
Funky butt.
yeah,
Loving.
it's on
Loving.
Disney. If it's not on Disney Plus,
It's on Disney Plus.
It should
is?
be on Hulu for sure. Yeah.
Okay.
It's definitely on Disney Plus.
I'll probably watch that on the plane ride.
Oh, there you go.
I don't know what I'm gonna have access to on the plane, like to
Everything.
watch.
You should have most
Everything
stuff,
like
yeah.
Paramount.
As long as you have Wi-Fi, I think
Well,
you're
because
good.
also,
Yeah.
what do you have for your subscriber? Like, do you have a T-Mobile? Verizon?
Yeah, I have T-Mobile.
T-Mobile does international. They
I
do free
just
international.
I signed up my plan today. I'm getting 10 days, 5Gs for $35,
That's not bad.
and it starts on a day. I set the timer, so all I have to do is just restart my phone, and then boom, I'm fine.
Cool.
Yeah, because it also does it when you go to Mexico too.
Oh, it does?
It auto does it when you go to Mexico. Yeah, it's cool. I like T-Mobile.
Damn. She's stealing money from me then. I didn't know.
Yeah, well, I think Japan is different.
Oh, okay.
Because
it said
in-
international when I go to my thing.
Well, because when I think in Mexico you're still using the same towers, and then
Yeah.
when you go to Japan it's a different tower.
I see.
So that makes sense because they don't use T-Mobile, Verizon, and all the other things. They use something else.
Yeah.
Have any of you guys been to Japan?
I don't know. You should
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know how their
Oh,
wireless
I thought you were asking me,
services
I'm
work.
like, no. I was all like,
How does their wireless service go? I don't know.
the farthest I've been was Mexico. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then they sent him back.
Yeah.
They sent you back?
They sent me back.
Yeah.
Too wild for Mexico, dude?
Yeah, man, yeah. No, it wasn't Mexican enough.
You were Mexican and
wasn't
oh,
Mexican.
Yeah, he went to Hong Kong and then they sent him back.
we don't talk about Hong Kong.
They were like, they were like, no touchy.
That's a fun place.
Oh.
Interesting. Yeah. I won't. I'm
That's not,
gonna stop it there.
If you don't know, you don't know.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Great food. Great
Yeah.
food.
Oh, I bet.
A little fishy.
So, let's get moving into comic strips, everybody.
Yeah.
What was it? These are where we have a little bit of little tiny topics that take 5 to 10 minutes. Just short topics that we wanted to talk about.
Interesting things in the news.
Yeah, just some interesting stuff. First thing, Leonardo DiCaprio is in the news. He is set to play Frank Sinatra
Really?
in the Martin Scorsese
Of course,
movie.
any sort of
Yeah.
Martin Scorsese
Yeah,
stars Leo now. Like,
Yeah, anytime Martin Scorsese does a movie, he's like, "Oh, Leo,
Leo, Robert,
Robert?
yeah, Al,
Al, no,
No?
all right, I gave it
Joe?
to you."
Joe.
Didn't they also cast the female for that movie as well? I forget
I didn't.
who it was.
I forget who it is, but Leonardo DiCaprio right now is the big name.
Can he sing?
Okay.
Will he be singing? Obviously, he's gonna be singing.
I mean, I don't think he's gonna. In all fairness, they'll probably do the same thing they did in like Selena, where like he just like kind of like holds the mic to his lips and then they play Frank Sinatra.
Like this.
how do I thought of
La, la,
Leo.
la, la, la.
No, Leo going bitty bitty bum bum.
Como una flor, con todo amor.
Where's the bra? Like,
Yeah.
where's the bra? Like,
Oh, he needs a bell bottom, the white bell bottom
The
pants
white-
too.
the-
Yes, with the tassels,
Yeah.
with the
with
dazzle.
the little hat. Yes, just
bitty bitty bum bum.
That's my Leo. That's my Leo now.
oh my god! I just want to see Leo look at himself and go, "I'd date me."
Right? I
Dad
peaked.
bod.
I peaked. This is the peak of my career.
Oh boy.
Martin, I'm ready for this movie. We're not doing Selena, all right? Like, we're doing Frank Sinatra.
What's the difference?
What's the difference? They're both dead,
But yeah, so
and they're
Not wrong.
singers.
So I'm interested to see where they go with it.
Yeah.
I know he's gonna be playing Frank Sinatra. I don't know the entire like premise of
Yeah.
the movie. Frank Sinatra's gonna be in it. I'm assuming it's gonna be a
What
mob movie.
what was Frank Sinatra's life like?
It was a very interesting one.
It
He
was-
had mob connections, I think.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he had a
And-
mob because he was big in Vegas.
Yeah.
Ah.
Yep,
And,
yep, yep.
and he was big in Vegas when the mob was in charge, and then he had the
Like
Rat Pack- and he had
Goodfellas
the Rat Pack.
accurate kind of. Yeah. The
Who
Rat
would-
Pack.
I don't know why I think of Frank Sinatra and I'm thinking of like who would you cast in a Tom Jones movie?
No, but it does kind of make sense though because Frank Sinatra went from being in the Rat Pack to being a solo artist to being an actor
Yeah.
to then being kind of like just Frank, like he's just like a figure in Vegas.
Yeah. He's an
And-
iconic figure of Vegas.
Yeah,
Are they just
He
gonna have
helped
like
build
Seth
Vegas.
MacFarlane just sing and just?
Huh?
Are they gonna have Seth MacFarlane sing those songs?
probably?
That would be
He's a
awesome.
huge Frank Sinatra.
Yes.
You know,
Yes,
I
he
know,
is.
Sings the closest to it.
yeah, he does.
His sister
he does
as
a
well.
really good job.
His
Really.
sister's a great vocalist.
Oh, really?
Is she really?
She does a voice for American Dad, Haley.
Oh,
Is that really his sister?
That's Seth
that
MacFarlane's.
makes
Oh, that's interesting.
yeah.
They're just very musically talented.
Yeah.
that
That's
family.
pretty sick. Yeah, so I'm
He should have
excited.
been Frank,
in-
in my opinion.
No, he should have.
He's not handsome enough.
He is handsome.
No,
He's
but-
more handsome than Leo right now.
No,
in my opinion.
I think Leo is more traditionally handsome.
That's
Then-
okay. Yeah,
then-
I see what you mean.
He's more because he has like the chin and everything like that, and he also
He's
has
got that. He's got that star look.
Yeah, not only that, but also he has the superstar kind of confidence.
Star look.
Well, not that, but also his swagger. Like
Yeah.
like Leo has that swagger.
Yeah.
Like Seth MacFarlane.
You know.
I don't know if he has that same like kind of. He has that sarcasm.
He has
He's got
that
the
playful
sarcasm.
banter.
He has that playful banter, but
Yeah.
I don't know if like when you walk into a room, everybody goes like, "That's Seth MacFarlane."
He doesn't take himself that seriously, too.
Exactly.
You know?
I think, and
he's,
then
he's
I
humble.
think Martin just wanted to bank on an Oscar winner. Honestly.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah,
Academy Award
I mean,
winner.
you
Yeah.
can't go wrong with going, "Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio is attached to this." You know, you just
It's a good
can't-
selling
you can't-
point for
yeah,
the studio.
It's
Honestly.
you can't go wrong me trying to sell this to a studio.
Yeah.
Next,
Can you imagine? Sorry, one last thing. Can you imagine like Martin Scorsese trying to pitch it? He's like, "Well, who's playing Frank? Seth MacFarlane. You need Family Guy? You got Family Guy attached to this? No.
We got Stewie. We got
Yeah.
Stewie.
You got Stewie, Peter Griffin. Get out of here.
I want to see him do Peter.
I don't know why they're doing the
I want him
Chicago
to do-
accent.
I
gotta
want.
go in there.
Yeah.
I want him to do Peter Griffin's voice playing Frank, talking to Joe Pesci
Oh, and
as like a mobster in
Yeah.
Vegas in the 19
it's going to be so
1940s.
high pitch, all of it.
It'll be great.
Yeah.
Next,
Yeah.
huh?
Go keep going. I'm
Okay.
gonna keep you interrupting.
Yeah, so next item of news, we finally have a Shadow the Hedgehog. Keanu Reeves has officially been cast
Keanu,
as
baby.
Shadow the Hedgehog in Sonic 3.
go.
Could you imagine if freaking Keanu got confused on what Shadow character that he's gonna play. It's like, you're gonna be Shadow. All right, cool. I saw the Alec Baldwin Shadow. I can do that. No,
good.
Keanu, this is Sonic the Hedgehog Shadow. I've never seen Sonic the Hedgehog, but I've heard of the games.
So also they did release some of the footage over at CinemaCon. They did reveal that Shadow the Hedgehog does have a motorcycle, like he does inside of like he does in the video game. Not only that, but also we did get Jim Carrey coming back as Dr. Robotnik.
Cool.
He is still bald, and also apparently he has been eating a lot because he is now fat.
Yeah.
Hey,
He's getting very close to that Robotnik.
Yeah, he's got the Robotnik pudge now. He's really
going
turning
there.
into Eggman.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be great. Not only that, but also we have Knuckles coming out at the end of the month.
Yes.
And it is believed that Knuckles will kind of
Lead in
into
the third one?
Shadow.
I gotta re-up my Paramount now because I gotta watch Knuckles. I was watching it for Halo, then I stopped after episode 1.
No one needs to
Yeah.
watch for Halo.
Yeah.
It's fine. You can, if anything, you can get a spoon and shove it up your own butt, and then
That's
say
like
When is it
watching
coming out?
Halo.
Huh?
When is it coming out?
I believe the Knuckles comes out at the end of the month.
End of the month?
I think it's the 26th.
Mm-hmm.
I think it is on Friday.
I can probably watch it on my way back.
You could probably watch it on your way back. Yeah, look, we can find out the date when it actually does come out. But I'm excited for it. Keanu Reeves. I'm really hoping we get more of these characters because we
April
already
26th.
I was right.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Sally, Cream,
I want
you
Sally,
know.
Cream. I want Rouge. I want what was it? I want all these characters because
I like how we just named the females too.
Biggs, Froggy.
Nice cover. All right,
Yeah,
cool.
I got him. I know my Sonic. No, but I really do want to see more of the characters coming out of it. They didn't show a whole lot of James Marsden, which is interesting.
Yeah, I noticed that too.
Yeah, they haven't been showing a lot of James Marsden, in which I don't know. I'm sure that him and the girl that plays his wife are in the movie. I just don't know how much.
They could edit it down their scenes, honestly, because of
There's
the
a lot.
recent documentary of Quiet on Set.
Quiet on Set. You think so?
Maybe
Because here's my thing.
Is he involved with any of it?
So
he wrote as when the trial happened for Drake Bell and and Brian Peck. He wrote one of the letters, and he showed up.
Here's my thing. According to a lot of the actors,
Yes.
they were lied to.
Yes.
That's what Will Ferrell and also William and Roger Strong both said, the guys from Boy Meets World.
Yeah.
They both said, we were lied to. We showed up. He said that the kid was 17. He
Yeah.
wasn't. We've gone over this a number of times. But I don't think James Marsden should be punished.
No.
He was a young actor at the time.
I think if it's brought up to him, he should have make a statement. of
Yeah,
some
just
sort.
no comment.
Or say that. Yeah, it's just something.
My only thing is that I feel like, if anything, I think a simple comment is just I apologize for what I did. I was young and I didn't know, and I should have kept my nose out of it.
Yeah. Plus,
and everything else.
Brian Peck was a constant liar as well.
Yes.
Too. So
Brian Peck was he was a liar.
He was completely worried about his own image and stuff like that, and worried about people backing him and stuff like that,
So-
because he did a terrible act.
And that's what I'm saying too, is that I really don't feel James Marsden should be affected by Brian Peck's, his ill deeds. Is it messed up that he backed him? Yeah. But also remember,
Under what pretense, though, was he defending
That's
him?
the thing.
You know,
Yeah,
so
what was he
can't-
told?
Yeah, we don't know what exactly he was told.
Yeah.
We don't know what his agents told him or anything else. We just don't know.
I don't like the guilty by association that people freely throw around nowadays, because then
Yeah.
it's a really big career ender.
Yeah.
Like quickly.
Yeah,
You know, and it's like
the thing is that James. It's
Yeah, we
not
had
even
dinner.
that James Marsden did anything to anybody.
No.
He didn't do anything to those children. Brian Peck did.
yeah.
And it sucks that he was involved in a situation where he defended him, but also he was a name at the time, and Brian Peck manipulated him and had him say something so that way he could be influential.
Yeah.
And I don't know. I just feel like it's not fair to hurt his career. He didn't do anything wrong.
Yeah.
He hasn't been brought up on any charges of anything or even anybody. apparently he's a very nice person. Apparently he's great on sets and everything else. I just think that would really suck if his career ended because of what Brian Peck did.
I don't think it's over, but I think every studio is gonna think, not second guess, but kind of be like,
They'll look twice.
yeah, they'll be like, maybe we should rethink before.
It's hard. It's hard too because the Sonic movies have been doing so well. Not only that, but also he is big. He was big coming off of Westworld.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right. I
So-
forgot.
And he was in both Enchanted.
And he was in both Enchanted. So that's what I mean, though.
Cyclops.
He was Cyclops, but I mean, he has. He also was in Superman Returns.
That's
Brian-
right. With Bryan
Bryan
Singer.
Singer.
Oh my
I
God.
don't remember.
Yeah, he was in he was in Superman Returns. He was Lois Lane's husband. Mm-hmm. He was the one that Lois Lane was dating.
Well, the role of Cyclops was actually brought up with one of the, what is it? He played the son in Mrs. Doubtfire.
Yes.
The
Oh,
actor.
Yes.
He openly said on his brother's podcast that he does with his two other brothers,
Brotherly Love.
Brotherly Love. He said that he was brought in before X-Men was about to come out. He didn't name who, but we all knew who he was talking about. He goes, because he said the time frame was like 1990 something and stuff. He said that basically he was his agency told him he had to meet the director at a hotel room.
Yeah.
Had to meet up, and then next thing you know, the director was in a robe and told him, hey, if you want this role, I want to take a couple of pictures with you nude.
Yeah.
And then do a couple of, stuff as well
do
too.
some stuff
Yeah.
too, yeah.
But, and then he immediately said, no, I'm not doing this. I'm out.
I think he also fired his agency too.
Yeah,
Right after.
Yeah, and then he said, but the director said, "Hey, you have a chance to be in one of the biggest comic book movies of recent years. You're gonna ruin your career, and no one's ever gonna hire you in Hollywood again. Because I'm gonna make sure of it." And I was like, "Dang!" Wow. And then the comments, people were like, "That was Bryan Singer. That was Bryan Singer he was talking about and stuff." And like that makes sense. That really does.
Well, they also said that Bryan Singer was also at the Peck places too.
Mhm.
So that-
Oh yeah, well
does-
that
does- they
and
all
also
were in a circle.
Kevin Spader.
Kevin Spacey.
Spacey, sorry, Kevin Spacey was in those circles as well too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a shame. I was devastated to hear what he had done,
Oh,
and
yeah.
I was a big Kevin Spacey fan.
Same.
Yeah.
I love American Beauty.
Yeah,
I
unusual,
liked it, yeah.
likely, unusual suspects.
Yes, usual
I
suspects.
K-Pax.
Dude, I actually really like Recount.
Oh,
Recount.
Recount.
I really-
That sounds familiar.
Recount is an HBO movie that he did, and it's all about the election between between Bush and Gore, and it's the Florida recount. You never seen it?
No.
Oh
I have
my
not.
god, dude, it's so good. It's really good. It's on HBO. It's on Max.
Okay.
Go check it out. It's like an hour
It's-
it's like an hour and a half movie.
He
But-
plays so good as just like either a bad guy or a villain, but we know why.
He was in American Beauty too,
He was
right?
in
Loved
American
American.
Beauty,
He was the
Great-
main
great-
character, and
yeah.
that's
But-
like one of my
Yeah, it's a shame though.
my favorite like artsy fartsy movies.
Yeah.
and stuff
Also,
like
I think it's unfair too if James Marsden's not in it. Then also the actress that plays his girlfriend is also not going to be in it.
that. Yeah,
That's unfair to her. She didn't do anything.
That's
She's
true.
guilty by
Well, we don't
association.
know yet. We don't know yet if they're.
We
gonna
don't know
come
what's
out.
going on. I'm
We'll
hoping,
find out when we see the movie.
I know for sure they'll probably have his wife's character's sister in it because she's just
No.
hilarious.
You know what? In all fairness, in the promo, I can see them in it, and then in the promotion, only doing Shadow and Sonic because it's like that's what people came to see.
That's
Yeah.
true. No one
That's-
really cares
that's-
about the
that's-
human
That's
characters.
gonna put them in. That's gonna put butts in seats.
Shadow.
So-
Yeah, I honestly wouldn't want to see them in the movie at this point. Then, Bryan Singer and his
Bryan Singer. You
No,
mean
sorry.
James Marsden
James Marsden and his girlfriend.
and his wife? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'd
I
be
think it's
fine
just
not
to
seeing
show
them.
that like at least Sonic, Tails, and Knuckles have like a place to stay.
You know what?
Mm-hmm.
I think the easiest way to kind of write them out
Mm-hmm.
of not being in the adventure is that they just had a baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just
That's the
basically
easy-
write them like you did with the Shazam parents. You
Yeah,
know?
but
With-
I think
yeah.
I think if you write it
like
as
they're there, but we don't really
they're
need
they're
to see what
there.
they're doing.
She just had a baby,
Yeah.
and then like Sonic is treating that as kind of like his little brother.
Yeah, and just like they need time to kind of like raise the
Well,
baby and
not-
stuff.
well,
I
all
don't
this-
want to bring him in.
All
The
this
baby
stuff,
can't go fast, Sonic.
well,
What are you doing?
All this stuff is well, because like all this stuff is happening, and it's like I need to leave. Like, I need to leave, or else you guys are gonna get brought into my mess again.
Yeah.
And I can totally see that as an easy way of writing them out, of going, they're not, Sonic still has a connection to him. They're like, all of
And
them
he's
are still
maturing.
family. He's maturing. He understands that I have to be a hero and I have to stand on my own 2 feet. And Knuckles and Tails are going to come with me because they can fight.
I don't want these foster parents to die like, what's her name? The owl.
Oh, yeah. I forget the owl, but I totally understand.
Hootie.
Yeah, Hootie.
He just leaves and goes to was it Hill Valley?
Yeah, he just goes to Hill Valley. All right, next piece of news. A One Punch Man live action movie is in the works.
In Japan?
No.
No.
In the United
US.
States.
No way.
Can you guess who is set to direct? Can you guess?
Oh.
He's a very, very big director.
But is he a good director?
Questionable.
Ah.
He makes things go fast.
Really?
Makes things go fast.
Justin Lin
I was just gonna say, is it
is set to
Justin Lin?
direct One Punch Man the movie.
And they haven't decided who they're gonna play as.
They haven't decided that,
Yeah.
but they did get a writer,
Ooh.
Who?
Dan Harmon.
Okay. I can
What?
see him doing that.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Oh, this is gonna be great.
that's
Okay,
good. Okay.
I'm sold.
The humor's there. Yeah.
The humor, he's a great writer. He's
That's
like
the thing. Yeah.
everything he
I
touches.
can see
turns
Dan
to
Harmon
gold.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah,
Kind
so
of.
it's Dan Harmon and Heather Ann Campbell are writing the script and screenplay, and Justin Lin is set to direct.
Cool.
All right.
I am 100%
All right.
in.
All right.
No, yeah, no.
Let's
yeah,
go.
This is gonna be a great,
Because
great adaptation.
when
Yeah.
I read One Punch Man movie, I was like, oh god,
Why?
why? Like
so
another
far,
Netflix
Japan,
movie?
like that's what I thought too. Like so far, Japan hasn't done well with the live action like animes, like
One
Full
Piece-
Metal Alchemist.
I was having this conversation earlier. Yeah, Yu Yu Hakusho.
Yeah.
Full Metal Alchemist.
I couldn't get past the first episode for Yu Yu
Dude,
Hakusho.
it was
I
rough.
tried.
It was
I'm
really-
like, I'm done.
Dude, it was a rough.
They also
it was a
did.
rough show.
They also, what else have they done? As of live action wise.
Terraformers.
Death Note.
Oh, that's
Did-
right.
did you ever watch Terraformers?
No, my dad actually watched that. I had to
It's-
buy it for him on Amazon.
It's one of those really brutal, gory, like
It's-
shock value.
to him, it's one of those movies he just loves to watch, get stoned, and just be like,
Okay.
he's like
They,
this the whole time.
they just came
It's-
out with.
it's cool.
They just came out with Parasite. They just
Oh,
came
that's
out-
right.
Yeah.
Netflix, yeah.
Netflix just came out with Parasite. We also have Bleach.
We
Oh,
do.
that's right.
Yeah.
no, there is. Yeah, there's a.
So I mean, I'm just saying in general, there's a lot of like.
They're also doing a Spy
live
Family.
action. Spy X Family makes sense though. That's
You could
super
do that.
doable.
Yeah, you could do a
super
live action
doable.
of Spy Family.
That is not difficult to
Doesn't
do.
require a lot
Yeah.
of stuff. Yeah.
That's very easy. When you start doing like all these like there is a Attack on Titan live action.
Oh, there is.
right.
Yeah, I've only watched the first one. I've never seen the second one though.
But I'm excited for this one.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm excited to
Sign me
see.
up.
I am so interested to see if they stay on for the full project because these are big names and they
Hopefully.
all.
Who would you
and
cast?
Who would you as like Saitama?
Yeah,
I have to see them bald. and that's hard.
Jason Statham,
Chris Pratt.
Chris Pratt, bald.
You know what? That would be hilarious.
That would.
No, that would be hilarious if Justin Lin just brought in the Fast and the Furious crew.
Vin Diesel. He just.
Oh,
He just says Vin Diesel.
Yeah, he just had Vin
okay.
Diesel in the yellow white cape.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. That'd be. Oh my God, yes.
I hate it.
I
I
mean,
hate it. I can
I'm-
see
I'm
it.
a-
Oh God.
Just like, boom, this is my family.
For family.
Family. That's all he says. Like every punch he does, family.
So I'm excited to see this one.
I can see The Rock trying to do that.
Yeah.
He's like, I want to be stabbed.
I want to be Saitama.
Saitama.
wanna
Yeah.
be
I want to be Saitama.
You know what? I wouldn't mind him being king.
Ah,
I wouldn't mind The Rock as king.
Yeah.
That would be
No,
interesting.
I see John Cena being king.
That one too.
That's a
Totally
good
see
cast.
it.
That's a good cast too, but I can totally see either him or I can see The Rock being the first big bad, the guy with the big ass.
The
eye
fish?
on his- No, the one with like he's all muscular and he has like an eye on his head.
At the end of
Oh,
the
at the
season?
end. Okay.
Season
End of the
one?
fir- at
I'm
the end of
thinking.
season
I'm
one.
thinking of a little before that.
Oh, the guy that comes
The
down.
one that
is like all
Mercs,
powerful and everything.
Moomin Rider.
Yeah. Oh my God, Roman Rider. Or I want Tyrese.
Michael Cera.
No, I want Tyrese.
Tyrese.
Just riding on a bike. Why you guys gotta do this?
Who's Ludacris then?
Ludicrous?
Yeah, who's he gonna be?
Oh my God.
Not Genos.
No,
you can't. No, you know
not
what?
Genos.
You can't have him as
no, that's
Genos.
That's Statham. Statham is Genos.
Okay.
I'm thinking
Yeah.
younger.
You want younger?
Yeah.
Okay. We'll think about this.
Yeah.
If you guys have any
Timothy
ideas,
Chalamet.
let's put the Chalamet boy in
Yeah,
there.
put the Chalamet.
Yes.
Put the Wonka Dune dude in there.
he prints money. Shamalalala.
Timothy Chalamet.
On other news, live action. We are having another live action Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie coming out.
Oh, I heard about this.
It is rated R, and will be an adaptation of The Last Ronin.
Give it to me. Feed me. I'm eating good this year.
I'm okay with it.
I still haven't read it yet.
No.
It's
The
good.
Last Ronin, yeah.
It's good. The ending is a little convoluted
Yeah.
of it because it should have just ended, but unfortunately it continues.
Do we have a director yet?
No director yet.
No director, yeah.
But at CinemaCon, it was released that it is a project that is under works. Bad Boys, Bad Boys 3 has finally released its first poster. Bad Boys, Ride or Die,
Oh, this is
And-
Bad Boys 4.
or Bad Boys 4. Oh my God, it is
Yeah,
Bad Boys
yeah.
4. Oh my God, you're right. Bad Boys 4, with a tagline. So the poster kind of looks like the first Bad Boys poster, but it has a new tagline: "Miami's finest are now its most wanted."
Not bad. That's pretty good. That's a cool. It is a bit of a, not a cliche, but like a
Yeah.
story kind of like that would happen.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to see. The action looks great. Will Smith looks like he's on his top game, and even Martin Lawrence looks like he's getting in on the action as well too.
I need to watch the trailer for it still.
Yeah.
You still do?
Yeah.
It's a solid trailer.
Yeah.
I'm super excited. The Bad Boys trilogy. The Bad Boys movies so far have only been hits.
Oh, yeah.
Like none of them have been
Yeah.
bad. One is, you know what? Looking back now, one's a little slow.
One's very slow. One is very slow.
One is much more of a cop movie.
Well, it's funny because one is a premise that you would think for a sequel, when they have to switch their lives.
That is true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But then when you watch the second one's like, that one's good. And then the third.
I from the second one, I always loved the scene when they're running over the corpses.
Yeah.
And then he's like, "Oh, they're pretty abnormal corpses,
Yeah.
boss." And he goes, "If I ran over your head, you'd be pretty abnormal too."
I should rewatch the Bad Boys
I
movies,
think one
trilogy.
of my favorite scenes is after when they leave the mortuary and what is it? Marcus has accidentally ingested E.
Yes.
And stuff, and he's just like all just touching himself, feeling all, "You like this leather? It's so nice." He's all like,
Who the hell are you calling, man? Call my wife. Tell her I am on the way.
I'm a fake fan. I don't remember any of this.
Oh,
Oh, it's been
then
so
the classic,
long.
the classic,
Rewatch them. Rewatch them.
the classic scene that everyone loves is when Marcus interrogates his daughter's date.
Oh
Yeah,
But
Reggie.
I remember
Yeah.
that.
I
Yeah.
also I love the scene inside of the TV in the TV shop.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember that one where he's like, "Here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna put all my mom issues, and we're gonna put all your erectile dysfunction,
Yeah.
and we're gonna put all your marriage problems, and we're gonna put them in a box.
Yeah.
And we're gonna throw this thing in the ocean.
So no
And-
one can see. Yeah,
and
but everyone's
you'd have to be
watching,
Jacques
though.
Cousteau to go get this thing.
And everyone thinks that they're like a gay couple.
yeah. Because
Oh yeah.
because he's
wait,
talking
I
about
thought they were.
because he's talking about how Mike shot him in the butt.
Uh-huh.
But he keeps on talking about it in innuendo of like, "Man, you got me in the from behind last night," and like,
I was like, what can I say? Crap got high. It was the spur of the moment,
yeah, you know.
and I just got you back there. He's like,
And then you just see like, "What's up with all these shows you have? You two need Jesus."
That was in the shootout with the Jamaican gangs.
no, that was in the
right?
beginning
in the
when they
very
were
beginning with the KKK.
Oh, okay.
When he shoots him, and he's
Okay.
like, "I did a lot of shooting, but." Man, somebody shot you in the butt.
Yeah.
somebody means you. I
Me?
love that.
He's like, it's like, yeah, I can smell it burning. He's
It smells bacon.
All the Bad Boys movies so
so
far
good.
been
Yeah.
fire. Box office news: Civil War hits in its opening weekend $25.7 million.
That's not bad for an A24 movie.
Godzilla v Kong still got 15.4.
Wow, so it's cashing in some money.
Ghostbusters got 5.8. Kung Fu Panda got 4.5, and what was it? Dune Part 2 is still making money.
Still making money?
4.3 million.
It's out on digital to rent now.
You can rent that thing.
Yeah, you can rent it now.
But you know what? In all fairness, because Monica was even telling me too, she went, you know what? I can see that movie is like, that would be a quintessential movie to see in the theaters.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Like hardcore. That's the movie that would have saved theaters.
Yeah.
Not Tenet.
Nope.
This is the movie that saves movie theaters. But yeah, so that's just box office news. I'm not surprised about Civil War. I've gotten a lot of mixed reviews.
Oh, really?
I've been hearing that too.
People have been kind of hot and cold on it. I know, like, my parents went to go see it after I went to go see it, and I went, "Oh, it's pretty good." And both my parents walked out.
Really?
They did not like it. My dad said he was super bored.
Really?
He goes, "I was."
There's a lot of
bored."
talking. There's a lot of talking.
Yeah, he said, "I was bored. I didn't care, and we ended up leaving."
What
And,
part did they leave?
I don't know. I didn't ask.
Okay.
They said that they got like halfway through though.
Oh, okay.
They waited like an hour, and then they were like, okay,
Yeah.
whatever.
There's a lot of. It's just a lot of talking.
It is. But I do feel, because my dad said the same thing. He goes, when I watched the trailer, it did not. That was not the movie that I thought I was going to
Yeah.
see.
No, that's the thing. Yeah. The trailer didn't show the vibe of how the movie was going to be.
It misled. It was hardcore misleading because it's portraying like you're going to see a lot of violence, and it's going to be one of those shocking movies, just seeing people doing messed up stuff.
Yeah.
And it was a lot more about like documentary and actual
Bait and switch.
journalism.
Sounds like it was-
I
it was a
wasn't-
hardcore bait and switch.
I guess for me, like
You guys got catfished.
No, yeah, and then the shocking scenes, I wasn't really shocked by because I saw them coming. You know,
Well, they showed him in the trailer.
yeah, that's the thing. They showed a lot.
I
of
hate
them.
how movies do that now.
Yeah, they should have shown the scene where what's his name, Jesse something,
Yeah.
the actor's name.
What kind of American are you?
Yeah, they shouldn't have shown that
They
scene.
shouldn't have shown
That's just
that.
a meme at this point for
Yeah, it
Fallout.
is.
I
Yeah.
feel like that is the most accurate meme for Fallout
Oh,
that I've been
hardcore.
seeing.
Yeah.
I love it.
M. Night Shyamalan comes out with a trailer for his brand new movie Trap, releasing on August 9th.
Not the kind of trap you're originally thinking of, folks.
No, this
You
movie.
filthies.
I'm interested. I saw the trailer. I was watching the trailer while we were doing comic strips. I'm excited.
Yeah, it looks good.
It's good. It looks like it's going to be one of Shyamalan's better movies. I think it shouldn't have a twist.
I know it shouldn't have a twist, but
Because
It's
that
going
would-
to.
No, because that would be the twist.
That it
That does
doesn't
not
have a
have a
twist.
It doesn't have a twist. That's the twist. Because now you're waiting for it. Like you.
Yeah, that's the
when
whole
you're-
point, yeah.
When you're watching a Shyamalan movie, you're like, oh, all right. Well, when's the other shoe gonna drop?
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna find out that he's got an alien up his butt or
Yeah.
something.
Yeah.
And then
That's
it
Dreamcatcher.
happens.
I wonder what his cameo is going to be in this movie.
It is Dreamcatcher.
that's Dreamcatcher.
You know what the funny thing is?
Yeah.
I forgot about Dreamcatcher.
Oh, that's a great one.
I forgot
I
about
recently
Dreamcatcher.
watched Dreamcatcher.
I
It's not bad.
No.
I forgot
It's
about
actually not
Dreamcatcher.
bad.
Memory
I made-
Warehouse? That
Yeah,
is,
that's-
ever since I saw that, that's how I think my memory
That's
is.
always how that's how I
Yeah.
think about it too. But I'm not gonna lie, I made that reference and I didn't even realize that was
That's a Dreamcatcher. Yeah,
That was a Dreamcatcher
That's an M. Night
reference.
Shyamalan movie. Yeah, which is a Stephen King story.
Yeah.
Like,
Good on me. I didn't even realize I did that.
What do you
But
think
yeah,
his cameo is going to be for this one? Because he always comes out in his movies.
I think he should be.
watch, we see Bruce Willis from Unbreakable in here.
Oh, maybe this might be a tie-in to that universe.
You know what? That would be pretty sick. And then you just see Bruce Willis. Who are you?
And then boom.
And then boom. That's
Credits.
the shocker.
Who are you? I don't know my lines. So, like,
Where am I?
where am
No.
I?
Oh, poor guy.
No, it's,
Yeah, never mind. I
yeah.
forgot.
You
I
can't-
told. I feel bad now.
It got too real.
Yeah.
for you?
Sorry.
That's what happens.
Yeah.
Don't
called-
worry, he won't remember this.
It's so. So if you guys don't know, the movie Trap is about a serial killer being trapped inside of a concert.
Yes.
A serial killer. You know what? I just like.
It's a
saying
weird
it.
premise when you
It's
say it
se-
out loud.
It's a serial killer being trapped inside of a concert by the cops, and they're looking for him, and he's trying to figure out how to escape
Yeah.
with his daughter. It's an interesting concept. I would have loved to have been in the pitch.
The twist
meeting.
is the daughter is the killer the whole time. He just
Man.
tries to
That
cover it up.
would be sick.
I called it. Like,
You know what?
Boom.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be
All right.
really
Yeah.
really cool.
He
Yeah,
just basically cleans up the mess.
he
and
cleans
stuff.
up the mess.
He's the cleaner.
That's
Yeah.
yeah, like his daughter is actually a psychopath. That would be kind of sick.
He's like, I just want to go to a Tay-Tay concert. Though. She's like, I want to take a break and go to Tay-Tay concert.
I wanted to see this concert.
Is it Taylor Swift? Is she going to be in the movie?
No, it's not Taylor Swift.
That's
but
the twist.
It's basically a Taylor Swift concert.
Okay.
Also, James Gunn has casted in his Superman movie Pa Kent.
Yes.
Yes.
It is Pruitt Taylor Vince, also known in K-9, Constantine, The Walking Dead.
He's also an Identity.
He's also an Identity.
Yeah.
He's a really
Yeah.
he's a actor that's been around quite a while.
Yes.
He has a
Yeah.
condition where his eyes don't stand.
Yes.
His pupils don't stand still, and that's a real condition that he
Yeah.
has.
Yeah, and-
but I like how people use that in movies.
Yeah.
Yes.
Like in Constantine, he's like.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to it because I like the idea of Pa Kent not being built.
Yeah.
I like a fat Pa Kent.
Farm man. He's
jolly,
a
jolly.
chunky farm man.
Because Pruitt looks like he grew up on a farm.
Yeah.
He looks like he grew up on a farm in Alabama.
I wonder how tall
Probably
he
did.
is.
Yeah. Huh?
I wonder how tall he is.
I think he's like
he's
six
probably
something.
Okay.
Yeah, because him and Keanu Reeves were head to head.
And Keanu is very tall, man.
Keanu, I think, is like 6'3". So he was the same size, but like chunkier. But not only that, but also he's a great character actor.
Oh yeah, definitely.
He brings in a lot of emotion, a lot of care. I'm excited to see his version of Pa Kent. I don't want Pa Kent to die in Superman Legacy.
That's such everyone uses that.
I
cop-out.
really do want Pa Kent to make it through the end of the movie
Right.
because I feel that, especially with Superman Legacy, if you're going to do a younger Superman, it is really great to build that relationship with Pa and Pa Kent.
As soon as the movie ends, right before the movie ends, you just see Pocket going. And you're like, son of a bitch!
Well, no, because that was the whole reason why when Pa Kent dies when Jonathan Kent dies in Smallville, it hurts so much because you had Jonathan Kent for 3 seasons, and you built a connection.
Yeah.
You know Clark's connection to John Kent.
Yeah.
You're like, oh yeah, like he's totally a father figure. He very much like he's all American, trying to do everything else. And then you just kill him off, and it's like, come on, man! Like I barely even got to know this dude. Why do I care? Doesn't matter. So I especially when you had an actor like this, let him live.
Yeah.
Let him live. Let him live in the
like
world. Let him live in the world. Because I would love the idea of like, especially like in the Injustice universe and stuff like that, where like they use Pa Kent and everything else, and they're just like, oh God, Pa Kent, they think we're trying to murder him. We need to leave. So yeah, I'm excited. James Gunn, so far his castings have just been spot on.
Yeah.
Like I'm excited to see where he kind of takes all these people and everything else. In wrestling news, The Rock says that he has the intent of competing in WrestleMania 41.
Yeah.
That's
Yeah, we all knew that. he
Yeah,
was
that was
gonna
gonna
try to
happen.
be-
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after the last WrestleMania, WrestleMania 40, and afterwards in Raw, where he was saying, "I'm going to take some time off and I'm going to come back."
Go shoot a movie, guys.
yeah, he's shooting Moana 2 right now.
Yeah, Moana
Yeah.
2 and then live action Moana.
No, Mufasa.
He's doing Mufasa.
He's doing Mufasa.
Oh, he's doing Mufasa?
Is he doing Mufasa?
No, I
Why'd you
don't.
say
Wait,
Mufasa?
Yeah, why'd you guys say
No,
Mufasa?
I said Moana.
Yeah, who said Mufasa?
You did.
Oh.
I did.
Yeah. Oh no.
I thought he
I
did.
did. I thought you were referring
Moana.
to
No, he's doing a
Moana.
live action
he,
Moana.
he's doing Moana 2 and a live action Moana.
Yeah.
They're doing a live action
Doing
Moana.
a
Yeah,
live
already.
action Moana. 'Cause apparently we need that.
Because that was the thing we were missing out on.
You're welcome.
That's dumb.
Oh my God. Transformers 1 trailer has been released. Chris Hemsworth plays the titular character of Optimus Prime and Megatron. I didn't actually get the actor's name.
Oh, he was from
Atlanta.
Yeah, he's from Atlanta.
Bullet
He's from
Train.
Tangerine from
Okay.
Bullet Train. Yeah.
Yeah, they are playing opposite of each other as Megatron and Optimus Prime. I'm interested.
Yeah, Scarlett Johansson plays. Was it the bike one?
The motorcycle, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm excited to see
I
where
forget
this
the
goes.
name.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where this goes. It's a lot funnier.
Yeah.
It looks like
I like the design of the characters.
the design of the characters are interesting. I'm interested to see where it goes.
Yeah.
Because at some point Optimus has to get the Matrix of Leadership, and Megatron wants it because that's kind of what sets them on two different paths. So I'm excited to see where that goes.
Yeah.
Along with Transformers news from CinemaCon, Transformers G.I. Joe is in the works. They say that they're, as of right now, they are just trying to plan out where they are going with the Transformers movies, which, go ahead, dude. You know, plan it out. I would much rather you take 2 to 3 more years and then you come out with the movie and you have a firm plan of this is how we're going to use G.I. Joe and this is how we're going to... Because
This is a big crossover.
This is
They
a
cannot fumble it.
This is also
they cannot.
This is also a crossover they're
Huge.
doing in the comic books as well too.
yeah,
They're building this up in the comic books for Image right now.
because I would love to see G.I. Joe with the Transformers and them kind of going back and forth.
Dude, it's iconic.
It's an iconic. It's iconic. I'm super excited. I'm looking forward to it. I'm glad that we're kind of getting this alternate universe of the Transformers that we're now getting.
It
From
was like a soft reboot from like Bumblebee.
Which kind of I liked Bumblebee. I thought Bumblebee was good for what it was compared to like the
Michael Bay ones?
later Michael Bay ones. Like Last Night, trash.
No, it was a waste of time.
The one after it, trash.
Dark Side of the Moon.
No, that's the second one.
No, that's the third one.
That's the third one.
Okay.
Second one is Extinction, right? No.
No, it's Transformers,
Annihilation.
Transformers: Revenge of the Fallen, Transformers:
That's
Dark Side of the Moon, Transformers: Age of Extinction,
Age of Extinction, and then it's the
and then
last night.
Night.
Yeah.
There you go.
The first two were good,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
Well,
the
that-
third one I didn't really like because
well-
it killed off Ironhide.
Well, also
Terrible.
the first two had Bruckheimer.
Yeah.
It was
Oh.
Michael Bay and and Bruckheimer, and they were.
Bad Robot Studios, right?
Yeah,
Were
and-
behind that.
Was it Bad Robot?
No, that's J.J. Abrams.
That's
I
J.J.
thought-
Abrams's.
Oh, it is.
Michael Bay's, I think it's Brockheimer's is that one of that guy like walking in the distance. It's like gold,
Yeah.
kind of like it's that one, and then also
It's like the footsteps, right?
Yeah.
But Bruckheimer, all of Michael Bay's good movies have Bruckheimer there.
Yeah,
He's a producer.
no, that's the thing.
All the first two Bad Boys movies, Michael Bay and Bruckheimer.
Yeah,
And it's because Bruckheimer, he grounds Michael Bay.
Yeah.
Where it's like Michael Bay's like, and then we do this, and then we do this, and then
Hold
what
on,
about if
hold
we
on,
get a
buddy.
ship and then he crashes into it?
Yeah.
And he does all these. And
crashes
then-
the ship and then grabs onto a freaking helicopter, and then the helicopter goes down, but then he lands perfectly, does a little swing. He goes, "It's prime time."
Yes, I want it.
And then like and then he goes, then it's prime time. And then you just see Bruckheimer. All right, I know that it got us here, but we all need to calm down, man. Let's back up. 'Cause
Hey,
That's how you pitch a
Stop.
movie.
You gotta relax.
Yeah.
No, I really do. What was it? Michael Bay has his own freakish way of making movies, but I'm excited to see where Transformers G.I. Joe goes. I'm interested to see where they put the G.I. Joe,
I still want
because G.I.
Joseph
Joe
Gordon-Levitt as Cobra Commander.
Yeah,
was a
I
good
still
Cobra
want
Yeah.
that.
Commander.
I still
Me
want.
too.
I still want him as Cobra
Bring
Commander.
back Channing Tatum too.
Yeah, Channing Tatum as
He's dead.
Duke.
He's
Yes,
dead.
please.
I
Duke's
liked,
dead.
You know, no,
Duke's dead.
I like Channing Tatum as Duke.
Yeah,
I
it
like
was
the
great.
idea. It worked.
Mm-hmm.
I'm super okay with it.
Yeah.
And then in the second movie, I was like, I'm ready to watch Channing Tatum and The Rock and
Yep.
Bruce Willis
Yep.
kick Cobra Commander's butt. And then like
Dead.
5 minutes in, Duke is dead. And I'm like, so this is just a Rock movie.
A
Okay.
Well,
lot
that was
of them
because
are dead.
Channing Tatum only agreed that they come back and they kill him off. He goes like, I don't
Oh,
wanna be-
really?
Yeah, he didn't want to be in this.
Aw.
He said, well, because the problem is that he didn't like the script.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then he was like, I don't want to be in this movie. And then they were like, well, you're contracted for
To
this
be
movie.
in
You're
this
Duke.
movie, yeah.
You're Duke. You have to be in the movie.
And then kill me off.
And then he was like, okay, fine, I'll be in the movie, but you have to kill me off.
Yeah, and that's why they got The Rock as like because he's a leading man.
yeah.
Kind of thing.
Who was The Rock again? Who
He was
portraying?
Roadside.
Roadside?
or Rock Slide or something like that. I don't know.
Roadside. Cliff Jumper. I don't know.
He was fumbles. He was fumbles.
Captain Killshot.
Wait, wasn't that a Robot Chicken?
That was, yes.
No, you live with it. He's fumbles.
Take me too.
I'll kill you. I will call you Ninja Sight. No, it's fumbles.
It's fumbles.
It's always been fumbles.
It's always been fumbles. Oh man,
That
they
was
should just have
so
Seth Green just do a GI Joe movie.
You know what? Him as Cobra Commander, I'd be okay with.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
Seth Green is Cobra Commander.
Make him Cobra Commander.
Oh, I see it.
I'd be awesome with it. Or Mark Hamill.
Mm.
Dude, Mark Hamill
An
just put the
old
just put
Cobra
Yeah.
Commander now.
Well, no, he just voices him.
Oh.
You can have a young dude, and then you just have Mark Hamill do his voice.
Does Seth Green do the voice of Skeletor?
Yeah, he does.
Oh yeah, have him as Skeletor.
Yeah, he does. Wait, in which one?
In the Robot Chicken universe.
Oh yeah, the Robot Chicken universe. But it is Mark Hamill who does it.
Is it? Yeah, no,
in
Mark
Masters
Hamill.
of the
Yeah.
Universe. In Masters of the Universe, it's Mark Hamill. Video game news: Ubisoft has announced that Star Wars Outlaw has 3 prices for it.
Yeah.
So you have the $70 video game that you just can buy in the store or online. That just comes with the game. And you have the gold edition, which comes with the game, 2 cosmetic sets for your speeder and also for your ship, and 3-day early access with a pre-order. $130 comes with the game, season pass, cosmetic skins, digital art book, and a 3-day access.
All the accoutrements you would want.
My thing, okay, here's my thing though. They also locked one of the coolest missions that was probably in the game, because when you think
The
Bounty
only mission
Hunter,
people wanted to play.
yeah, because when you think Bounty Hunter, you go, oh, Jabba the Hutt.
Yeah.
Because, it's Jabba the Hutt. It's behind a paywall, and you need to buy the season pass in order to get the Jabba the Hutt mission.
Ubisoft, keep doing what you're doing.
Ubisoft
I like
obviously
it.
hasn't learned anything.
No,
Like,
and they never will.
They never will.
At this
They-
point, no company will.
And it's so funny too, because I think I mentioned this a couple issues back, where companies aren't going to change until the consumer starts to stop buying.
But the consumers will never stop.
And that's the thing though, people are super dumb, and
Yeah.
they will buy this.
They will.
Like there's somebody out there who has already pre-ordered
Mm-hmm.
the $130 one.
I get 3
for-
days early.
I get it 3 days early for a game that isn't multiplayer.
It's not. So what's
So
the point?
It's a solo game that I get 3 days early, and also I get to then play a game that was already. It's a mission that's already in the game. It's just blocked off by a single piece of code.
What kind of game is this? Is it like
It's
a
a-
battle royale kind
No.
of?
No, think of it. Think of The Last Jedi,
Fallen Order
Think of Fallen
kind
Order.
of ish.
But just with bounty hunters.
but with a bounty hunter.
yeah.
Okay.
And she's a smuggler / bounty hunter. And she also has a kill droid from the Clone Wars with her as a
okay.
sidekick.
Oh, I remember now. Okay, yeah. I was
Yeah.
Okay.
So it's cool, and it's kind of like a weird Assassin's Creed / kind of game. My only problem with it is that, one, there hasn't been a good Assassin's Creed in a while.
That's true.
Oh yeah.
Mirage was on the verge of it, but once again, it got stuck behind paywalls. It got also with season pass stuff. It was terrible.
Yeah, I think the last Assassin's Creed game I played was Brotherhood.
That was honestly, and that was one of the better ones.
That wasn't bad. The trailer was dope though.
Revolutions is better.
Is it?
Revolutions I didn't play.
I like Revolutions because that's when you start seeing Ezio, and he's
Yeah.
getting the flashes of Altair.
Oh, that's right.
And then he goes to go do the, and he sees Altair jumping off because you're trying to find the Apple of Eden from where Altair hit it, and then he jumps off, and then you see him in like a giant fight, and he's,
You know what's funny? Not tangent, but when it
for it.
came to
That's all we're
Assassin's
doing.
Creed games, I've never played the first one or the second one.
Really?
I played Brotherhood because I knew the basis of the game, but I didn't realize that the story of the game was you're living through your ancestors' memories or
Yeah.
something like
Yes.
that. So it's a place in the future. That part I never knew. I never knew that. I thought we're literally just be like, okay, cool. It's set in like the 17th century and stuff like that.
well,
And-
because one is a lot more formulaic, just because you're trapped in a single room,
yeah.
and then you're trying to figure out like what's going on in Abstergo, like what are they really trying to get, and then you keep going into your ancestors' memories, into the Crusades, and
Yeah.
you're
That's what confused me. I'm like, why are we going back to the ancestors' memories? and stuff
because
like
you're
that?
trying to figure out where your ancestor hid the Apple of Eden. Because the last time that the Apple of Eden was seen, your ancestor had it, which was then changed later because Ezio had it. So why are we following Altair?
The storyline's really convoluted.
Yeah,
What was-
unfortunately, Assassin's Creed
Yeah.
is one of those games where after Assassin's Creed 3,
Yeah.
it just goes haywire.
Yeah.
Like the actual storyline of what's going on is just bonkers. It's bananas.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the main character dies because the game was supposed to end. It was supposed to end with 3 as a
Yeah.
final trilogy.
Yeah.
And
As a story.
as a
linear,
story,
yeah.
as a linear
Ubisoft
story.
just
Yeah.
ringing that franchise.
And then
Yeah.
somebody went, wait a minute, hold on. There was money still in there.
Yeah, we could do.
Let's go back to the Americas.
Yeah.
we can do just different time periods.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Let's do
and-
pirates.
No, and that was the next one.
Yeah, that was
they
the
did,
next
they
one,
did
yeah.
pirates, then they
And
did
then
Egypt,
Vikings.
Vikings.
Mhm.
Actually, the Viking one was pretty good.
I heard the Viking one was actually.
I
Fun.
encourage you to go to the PlayStation Store and see just how many Assassin's Creed games
Yeah.
there are. I think there's like region-based
Yeah.
ones too.
What's the
where it's
one
like
with
Egypt,
the what's
Brazil?
what's the one with the brother and sister?
That's the London one.
The London one.
Syndicate.
Syndicate. Okay,
Syndicate was actually pretty good.
I did play a little bit of Syndicate. It wasn't bad. The story was pretty good, but
liked
I couldn't continue with it.
I liked
couldn't
Syndicate
finish
because it was a little closer to 2
Mhm.
because it was like their father was an assassin and then they become assassins and then they swap between the two
Yeah.
of them doing different missions. So
Yeah.
it was very what was it? Grand Theft Auto.
Mhm.
Where like different missions required different siblings.
Yeah, I think my favorite Assassin's Creed trailer it was Brotherhood, where it had the song playing "Everybody Wants to Rule the World."
Yes.
and it was like
That's-
and the trailer is like one of them is trying to reach to like the king or the prince.
I think
or
it was
whatever.
Marie Antoinette.
Yeah,
they were
they're
referring
trying to reach to them and stuff,
Uh-huh.
but then like the soldiers are trying to stop him, but then you see like there's other assassins around
coming
him
out of the
helping-
crowd.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and I was
Don't
like,
get me wrong. Ubisoft can make a great world.
yeah,
And especially with the Star Wars universe, I can imagine that it's going to be really good.
yeah.
That the actual world is going to be interesting. I'm just afraid that the game isn't going to play well.
No, it's not.
I feel like
It's
that
not,
game
guys.
is just
No.
going to be a mess.
Ubisoft is
All
notorious.
games are like that now.
Ubisoft is notorious for trying to sell you on a game, but then when it comes to actually playing the game, it's not great.
But that's the thing, though, is that the only people that I've ever seen that where the game plays well is like Elden Ring. Elden Ring is a game that
Bethesda. Anything Bethesda related?
anything Bethesda they'll
For the
they'll do
old
it.
old Bethesda.
Larian Studios.
Larian? Yeah.
Larian Studios, especially with like Baldur's Gate 3 and
Oh,
everything
yeah.
else.
Square
They-
Enix.
Square Enix.
Really good at that. Older stuff. I mean,
Older
any
Square
anything.
Enix.
Recent Square Enix is
Yeah.
not great.
Yeah, any if you played Kingdom Hearts recently, it's not great.
Kingdom
Oh
Hearts
my
3.
God,
I didn't even
Mandy.
finish it.
Mandy
Mandy-
still wants to play it, but she
Mandy's
gets
boycotting.
frustrated. But she's getting frustrated every time she plays it.
Dude.
Yeah.
Stuff, yeah.
So I mean, that's the news, everybody.
One more thing.
Well,
Tarantino released the name for his 10th and final film.
Oh, did he?
Yes.
What is it?
I don't remember.
What's the point of talking
Great.
about?
I know.
It's,
Sorry, I'm just like
The Critic?
Hey,
It's the Great-
is it the critic?
Yeah.
it's the great. It's it's the Great Critic.
The Great
Really?
Critic. There you
But there was a problem though.
What?
go. What?
He said it's not his last one.
No, of course not.
Oh.
He said
no because
he goes.
he loves making movies.
Yeah, he loves making movies, but he
He
said,
lied to me.
"Huh?
He lied to me.
Who did?
Tarantino.
So what he the quote said is that my next movie is going to be the Great Critic or something like that. You can look it up.
Yeah.
But he then said, I'm enjoying this one a lot, and while writing it, I got another idea
That's
that I'm
happens.
liking
That happens, yeah.
that I'm liking a lot more,
Mhm.
and I'm thinking that's gonna be my final movie.
So we're gonna get 11.
You know what? Honestly, let's just go for a dozen. Let's go for 12. I think we need 2 more.
A baker's dozen, Bob.
Baker's dozen. Yeah.
Yeah, a baker's dozen, Bob.
Yeah, that'd be a baker's dozen, Bob.
Yeah, new Tarantino movie. But yeah, I'm excited. I that was that yeah, I totally forgot about that. But yeah,
Yeah.
you're right. Yeah, that did
I
happen.
remember I saw it today.
Yeah.
Scrolling through Instagram.
So besides really good stuff, let's talk about garbage.
Yes,
Rebel
about
Moon.
garbage, Yeah.
You didn't watch it.
I did not. I haven't seen
You-
the first one. I don't plan on watching.
You
it.
don't.
Oh, the
need
movie
to.
critic. That's what it's called.
The
There it
movie
is.
critic.
The movie
Yeah.
critic.
Oh, he's gonna have Brad Pitt, obviously, in it. I think Brad Pitt's been a great addition into his movies now.
Oh yeah.
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 Samuel Jackson. Oh, John Travolta might be attached to it. He
John
hasn't-
Travolta.
He hasn't
Wow.
been in a movie with him since Pulp
Pulp
Fiction.
Fiction.
Yeah. That's interesting.
That'd be interesting. You know what? I think that would have been interesting if this was his last one.
Paul Walter Heiser. He's from a bunch of
Cobra Kai.
yeah.
Stingray.
Stingray.
Yeah.
He's in it. He might be
Oh.
the. I think he's probably going to be the critic. In
You know what? I would love him being the critic.
Yeah.
Anyway,
Yeah. Let's talk about
it.
a garbage film.
Garbo.
Garbo. Did you watch it?
He didn't. He
Oh,
didn't,
that's good.
yeah.
Okay.
He didn't waste his time.
And
I
plus,
did.
we're reaching the end. There's not a lot to talk about unless we're just gonna be ripping into the movie.
Yeah.
basically.
Yeah.
Okay. So, Rebel Moon 2, Part 2. Yeah,
Upon
you-
recording,
upon
has
recording
been released.
This is his version of Star Wars. That's the only thing that I don't
That
like.
really bothers you.
It
Yeah.
really bothers me
Yeah.
that he was like, this was the movie that Disney was afraid to make, and you were
That's
just
the-
like, dude.
that's the hardcore marketing of it as well too.
Yeah, and it was like, oh, Disney was afraid to make this movie.
But you know what? I'm making the movie.
I'm gonna make it anyway. And then you're going like, I don't know. I think just logical people were in the room when you
Yeah,
pitched it, and they went, no.
Yeah.
Like-
Because I'm not gonna
do
they
this.
told I think what he did is that they gave him the cliff notes of what they wanted in a Star Wars movie.
Yes.
And he took it to a point where it was very convoluted. It was like, we need a female lead, we need a character that was part of the dark side but then joined the light side, and then we also need like a villain that's gonna constantly come back for our antagonists and stuff.
I'm calling it right now. I think it was Asajj Ventress. I think that's who it was made for, because that would have made sense.
Yeah.
Of Asajj Ventress being a dark side user who became a bounty hunter, who then later on, joins like kind of not really the rebellion, but kind of like goes more towards the like middle.
Yeah, because by the time the first movie is story wise, there is no Rebel Alliance
There
kind of
isn't.
esque. It's
Well,
just people that are going against.
It's rebel cells.
Yes,
That's kind of what Rebel Moon was talking about. That's why I'm saying I think it was a Asajj Ventress movie originally, and I think they were what they were originally going to try and do is they were going to do an Asajj Ventress Seven Samurai movie. And I think that's where it was going to be going, where Asajj Ventress went to a planet to kind of like lay low after the Clone Wars, and then
Introduce her lover.
well, she ended up getting with Quinlan Vos, who's a Jedi, which would make total sense. And then, they're being, what was it? Basically, the Empire is coming down, and they got to kind of deal with it. And then she goes out to go get other bounty hunters, which that would have been sick. That would have been a totally awesome movie. Because the problem is, how do you turn Seven Samurai into 2 movies and make me care about none of the characters? Actually, making all the characters very, very forgettable. None of them
That's
are
true.
interesting.
No.
Nobody really jumps out at you.
They're cast by interesting people. That's the thing.
That's the thing, though. It's
Yeah.
not. It's definitely not the actors.
No.
It's
the
what's. It's the
what's
script.
written. Yeah, it's
and it's
what's
also
written.
what's shot too, because I was talking to him while I was watching it because I was sitting waiting for my food and I was watching the movie when I was coming here, and I then went and I was watching it and he goes, wait 20 more minutes.
Yeah.
Because I told him where I was. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm 30 minutes in and nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nothing has happened in this movie. It's just people talking about nonsense.
Yeah.
And
And
then
then I
he's
told
just,
them just wait 20 minutes because then they're going to start talking about their backgrounds.
yeah, he goes, wait 20 more minutes, and then they're going to start going into a background session. And then I'm like, what? I go, that's very random. And literally,
Yep.
Titus, the General Titus, brings everybody in and goes, the most important thing is that we know who we're fighting with. So we're all going to talk about our backstories, and we're all going to say where we came from. Go.
Yeah.
And he then goes
Yeah.
down the
Yeah.
table and has everybody tell a 10-minute backstory
Yeah.
with flashbacks, which also Snyder is the number one person to show you flashbacks of a movie that is better than the movie I am watching.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like of me just watching flashes on a screen and going, God, please take me there. I want to know what's going on there because that looks way more interesting than what we are currently dealing with.
is there a time jump from the first one to the second one, or is
No.
it all kind of like within
No,
the same week?
and not only that, but also he then does a Last Jedi, or no, a Rise of Skywalker, where they show up back to the village and they were like, oh, we destroyed the bad guy that was coming. And they were like, whoa, really? Like you saved us. And they were like, yeah, we saved you. awesome, we can celebrate, and undercuts it immediately.
Yeah.
And then goes, no, you're wrong. We just got to report
alive, yeah.
he's alive. He's on his way. And they were just like, oh no. And then move on. And you're going, wait, hold on.
Yeah.
Wait.
That was like, basically, that was the, Snyder didn't know how to tell the characters of like, oh, they thought they killed the villain in the last one, but I wanted to bring him back. And
Instead of bringing a new villain.
Yeah.
Let's use that same villain, because then it's gonna be like, oh, he's dark.
Yeah.
Give me a clone. Give me a clone of the old villain.
Or
Make
you
something
could-
with that. I don't
Or you
know.
could have just said, oh, like, make it that they're like, what was it? Like they're like chips, and like
Yeah.
they get put into another clone, like
Yeah,
that.
kind
and
of
then
like
carbon.
Ultra carbon,
Ultra
yeah.
carbon, yeah.
And just say, oh yeah, like he was downloaded into another one. You have to destroy his core on the ship.
Yeah.
It's the only way to get rid of
Got
him.
to go back to the mothership and stuff. Yeah.
And
That sounds more interesting.
that's way
That
more
does.
interesting.
That's way more
That's
interesting,
way more
honestly.
interesting. But the problem is that you have movies like Seven Samurai, you have movies like Magnificent Seven that have the same premise of we're going to go get bounty hunters or we're going to go get outlaws to protect a town. And it is so much more interesting because honestly, I did not understand their plan. They had a plan on how to deal with them.
Mm-hmm.
Plan did not make sense. Like you're kind of just going, what? Okay, sure. And the other thing too is that the character, there's one character, it's the it's the twin sword samurai. The only woman that's the only other woman that's on the like in the group.
Mm-hmm.
She's terrible at her job. Like in the first movie, you're like, oh, she's the best woman with a sword and everything else. And you're like, okay, cool. And then you see her and she's like, she's about to fight this like alien that's been like that's been tormenting people. She pulls out 2 swords. She got a robot hand. You're like, oh, she's gonna be pretty sick.
Yeah, it's really awesome.
The alien wipes the floor with her,
Yeah.
just throwing her around like she's a rag doll to the point where all the men had to then jump in and save her. And then they then go, she's good at her job, right? We should bring her along.
Yeah, she'd be part of the team.
She should be part of the team.
Yeah, we gotta bring her part of the team, guys.
logic
Like,
are they
she took
using?
down that.
Did you guys see the
She
same
took down
fight?
that alien.
Yeah, and then they're like, oh, she took down the alien. And like, I was like, no, she didn't. You guys did. You guys took down the alien.
And the same thing happened in the second one too, where she's fighting, and she's having a hard time taking down the bad guys that are trying to get the people from the village
Yes.
in the barn. And lo and behold, a little boy came in
And stabbed the dude.
Stabbed the dude.
And then she then takes a knife and stabs the dude in the throat. And
Yeah.
then she's like,
I killed him.
I killed him.
Yeah.
But the thing, okay, here's the thing though. In Magnificent Seven, you have the same thing.
Yeah.
In the newest one, the 2016 one,
Yeah.
they had the same thing where they had somebody who knew martial arts and he had blades and everything else. This guy is super cool. He's like, you know, he's like flipping blades. He's doing all these like cool martial arts moves, and it's super sick. And he has a relationship with
Ethan Hawke.
Ethan Hawke's character in that one. He's kind of like his manservant.
Yeah.
Well, and the interesting thing about it is that he gets taken out by shrapnel.
Oh yeah.
So basically he's fighting and everything else. He's killing and everything like that. And a cannon goes off. It goes through a wall and a piece of shrapnel gets him in the gut. And then that's what slows him down. Makes perfect sense.
Yes.
It wasn't somebody who was like better
than you.
him.
Yeah.
It was just something that happened.
Divine intervention.
Yeah, it was just divine intervention, and then he ends up like going up with Ethan Hawke, and he's just taking out snipers, and then he gets cannoned. You ever seen Magnificent Seven, the
new one?
2016
No, I
one?
haven't.
With Chris Pratt and
It's a
Denzel
great-
Washington.
it's really good.
Super good. Bro.
Denzel Washington sells that movie. Like, and that's the thing though, is that you need in these movies a compelling main character. You need somebody who is a badass, who I go like, that dude's cool.
Yeah.
Denzel Washington sells that.
Yeah.
Like, I can totally believe, oh yeah, Denzel Washington, he's a good gunslinger. I don't buy it from like anybody in this.
No, that's the thing. Yeah.
Like, at no point am I going like, man, they're super cool. Like, oh my God. Like, even there is a guy who has a tomahawk in a laser battle. People are shooting lasers around him, and he's running at people with a tomahawk. Not even a laser tomahawk. It's just a regular tomahawk.
Yeah, just a regular. like,
You just have a regular Native
Yeah.
American just running around with tomahawks, just stabbing people in the head, and you're going,
It's effective.
apparently, it's,
Okay.
Apparently, when
he
when
survives.
apparently when he's running up on enemies with the tomahawk, they're like not shooting, like, huh? And then like, boom,
They're like, oh no, or not like,
is that a freaking tomahawk?
Like, I brought a tomahawk.
Yeah.
This is how I die.
No, but okay, but that's the other thing too.
Yeah.
It's just explosions.
Yes.
Like this main battle is just explosions. It's not like, because in the Magnificent Seven, there's a great scene where they're all fighting in sections of the town.
Yeah.
And they're all meant to guard a section of the town and hold them off. So it's cool because you then get to go to each section. The camera then shoots to each section and you see them succeeding, however it is, and they're being cool at it. Then you start seeing that the numbers is what taking them out. It's
Just overwhelmed.
they're just being overwhelmed and they're running
Yeah.
out of resources. They're running out of ammo. They're running out of whatever. Shrapnel gets up. Like it's just an overwhelming force. And in this one, it was an overwhelming force, but at no point did you feel dread. Like no point did you go, oh, they're in danger or anything else. And then they make a mission to the stupid mothership. And you're going, why are they going up there? And then you have like a subplot that's all going up here. Honestly, of the two movies, you could have cut an hour. Solidly. You could have cut an hour. Not only that, but also all of the main characters survive. So you kill off everybody in the first one. Wow. We got so close. So close to almost being done. The stinking box. I hate whoever took our things. They can't take things anymore. Anyway, we'll finish up right now.
Yeah.
Luckily, it was at the end. That's the thing though, is that you have all of these characters. None of them stand out. None of them do anything else. And he's like, it's a 2-part epic. And then he has the audacity.
Yeah. He ends. So what he does, he ends one arc.
Yeah.
Ends one arc, but then in the middle of the movie mentions a subplot with one of the characters that happened in the past, and then basically by the time the movie's over or ending, it's literally like the last 5 lines. One of the characters is like, "Oh, well, that thing that happened that you think it happened, it didn't happen the way you did. They're still out there.
You have to go find them.
Yeah, we got to go find them." And it's like, "Oh,
Let's
so
start
now
the rebellion.
Yeah. It was something like that. Yeah.
This
Silliest
movie
thing.
sounds like a pile of.
No, but
After this makes me not want to follow these characters now. Like, I'm not gonna watch Rebel Moon Part 3.
Whatever.
Yeah, the princess. or something
Here's
like
my
that.
thing though, is that the problem with making such a huge movie, like, okay, I put these two together with Dune more than I do Star Wars. Reason being is because it's a Part 1, Part 2. And I totally understand why Dune did it. Dune did a Part 1 because it needed to tell you about the world. What is going on, who the Imperium, who the Empire is, what's going on, where do the Dukes fall in, why are we on Caracas, why are we doing all these other
spice
things?
important?
Why is spice important? All these other things. In this movie, I have no idea what the hell is going on. I have no idea what's going on in the world. I have no idea why things are important. Apparently, there was a robot and human outrising, and then the humans were able to stop the outrising, and then the robots just stopped because the princess died, and because the princess died, now the robots are subservient to them, and it's so convoluted. And in all fairness, I don't know who the royal family is.
No.
I don't know who's in charge. I don't know who the royal family is. I don't know who's in line to go anywhere. Like, there's no structure to his world. He just got word vomit, and he just threw empire, dukes, lords, king, and he just the royal family, princess, and you're just kind of going, okay.
Do you think AI wrote it? Does it seem like it? Does it give you guys that vibe?
I think AI would have had it more.
I think it would have been more
Structured.
concise.
Okay.
Yeah, that's the thing.
Because that's the thing, though. It's not very linear. It's kind of all over the place. And that's the weirdest thing, too, is that you have these characters who are interesting. They're interesting characters on surface level. They're very interesting where you're like, okay, they're kind of cool. I want to learn more about them. And then you just kind of lore dump. You don't like it's not like the reason why I like Magnificent Seven so much, and I keep on referring to that one, is because in recent years, that's the only kind of movie that we've had like Seven Samurai, where it's but in that one they have this journey to get to the village, and while they're on the journey to get to the village, they start becoming friends, and they all start talking about their past, and they start talking about what's going on, or they start, just lore dumping on each other, but in a very natural way. They're traveling together. It's going to take a week to get there. I shared some information about my life during that week, or they know something about each other, or oh yeah, I know him from passing. And like not only that, but also they joke really good. Like Philip, who is it? Not Philip Seymour Hoffman. Who's the guy that plays what was it? Kingpin.
Oh, Vincent D'Onofrio.
Vincent D'Onofrio was in the movie.
Yeah.
And he plays like this giant burly woodsman.
Yeah.
And like he just has a tomahawk and he's scalping people, and it's hilarious. And Chris Pratt is in the movie, and he goes, "Did you guys see that bear wearing people clothes?"
Yeah, so good.
And that's a great, and that's so funny
I
because
think I have seen this movie.
because they all start kind of making fun of each other, and they're all having a good time, and they start forming a team.
Yeah.
These people are all together, but they have never had a conversation with each other.
There's no build of a group or a team. It's just basically we're all here. Let's just do our job.
Yeah, and then not only that, but then like all the villagers are in love with them, and you don't know why. Yeah. Like they've been here a day. What did they do? Like they haven't done anything. What's your plan? And it's just all over the place, and I don't know why. And the thing is that Zack Snyder is just. He's like, this is the best movie that's ever been made. Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a director's cut somewhere out there of it too.
Yeah,
he said that it was.
He said there's gonna be a Snyder cut.
He said there was.
This, yeah.
And that's but that's the thing though, is that Snyder was saying this movie, if it was in the movie theater, based off of what was shown on streaming services, it would have done more money than Barbie. It would have done more money than Oppenheimer. It would have done more than
bros.
Dune.
Keep on smoking that
like,
copium.
This is the biggest movie that's ever been made.
The only reason why it has so much views is because we're watching it for free if you have a Netflix account.
Yeah.
Or streaming it.
Or streaming it. That's
or
the thing.
you're like you're ripping it off the internet. But I mean, but that's the thing though, is that I feel I know Zack Snyder stands. Zack Snyder people are going to say it's a masterpiece. You just don't get it. You don't understand Zack Snyder. That's not what it is. This isn't that kind of movie where it's obscure and like you kind of got to think about it and everything else. It's very surface level.
Yeah.
He put a lot of words together. He was like, that sounds Star Warsy, and like put it together. And
that's like Star Wars, right?
Yeah, that's like Star Wars, right? They got viral blades or whatever. And everything else. I mean, honestly, if you want to just get mad at something, you can watch this. If you want to just have a bad day.
I love doing that to myself. So I might end up watching it.
Watch you know what? I say watch it and then just kind of go like, what?
I want to watch this more liberated.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, I wouldn't mind doing a drinking game to this movie.
Right.
Like this movie might be good with a little bit of alcohol.
Yeah.
Or another substance.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, but I don't know this, but that was the thing though, is that I was talking to him about it while I think you saw it on like as I was driving here, and I'm just like ranting about like what is going on?
Yeah, what is this movie?
Like, what is this movie? What is going on? And then Rene goes, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "I'm watching Rebel Moon," and he goes, "Oh Lord." Rene made a good point earlier. You said, I watched the movie while I was doing work.
Yeah.
And customers were talking to him.
Yeah.
And at no point he was lost.
No. Yeah.
He was doing a full work day.
Yeah.
And at no point was he like, what's going on?
Yeah, I didn't have to rewind. I was kind of like,
Jeez.
oh, okay. Oh, like,
He could miss 15 minutes and then go, I get it.
That is bad.
yeah.
That means that it's so stuffed.
Yeah.
That it's just bloated.
It's very bloated.
He filled it.
Why
filled
was it
with
greenlit? Who looked over this? Who
No
was
one,
who
because
was
everyone
reading
was
and yeah, this
Zack
is
Snyder
gonna
was
work.
No,
This is great.
I can do this. He's like, don't worry.
They gave Zack Snyder a blank check, and then he goes, "It's gonna be the greatest movie ever made because I got it back from Disney," and then that's what they marketed it as. They hardcore marketed this movie as it is the movie that Disney was too afraid to make.
Yeah,
It's
witness the
Star-
vision of Star Wars. That
Yeah,
Yeah,
Disney
they were
couldn't
scared
do.
because they're like, we're gonna lose so much money.
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
they
is
were
not a
like,
terrible movie.
Yeah, they were looking at it
Snyder.
going like, Zach, we already lose money on
Yeah.
Star Wars movies. We're gonna lose all the money on this movie. Apparently, they made this movie on a budget of 166 million for both.
That's crazy.
For both. It was for both? I thought it was for one.
No, it was
So
a
I guess he
combined.
shot these
Wow.
back to back
He
because
did.
yeah,
He
Okay.
shot them back to back.
dang.
I don't get it.
Oh.
I don't get and like I said
Nightmare of
before,
a
he's
production.
got some great actors in this movie
Yeah,
too.
yeah.
I mean, I
Even
think,
the lead actress was great too. Like she's been in some good movies lately.
Yeah, you know Anthony Hopkins was at least 5 of those millions.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I don't get it. I don't get why we keep allowing Zack Snyder to make movies. He's not very good.
He needs someone to revitalize his script, like the George Lucas kind of thing, where it's like it goes down to channels
Yeah.
of writers to make it more like
And you know
more
what?
palatable.
And I feel like that's why, like, when you go back to George Lucas, that's why Clone Wars works.
yeah,
Because George would have an idea, and then he would give it to Dave,
Mm-hmm.
and then Dave would go, "Okay, what do we do?"
Yeah. All right, how do I build a story?
Yeah, he's like, "Okay, he said that Anakin has a little
Padawan,
Padawan. What do I
yeah.
do with it?"
Secret Padawan that we
Yeah,
never knew
like a
about.
secret Padawan that nobody knew about. What do we do with this? And then eventually he goes like, "Oh, okay, I can figure out how to make this make sense." And then he spits it back to George and goes, "Oh yeah, I think that will work." And that way, it still kind of has the vibe of what you're
Yeah.
going for, but it makes more sense.
Boom.
I think at this point,
Franchise.
Zack Snyder's just surrounded by yes people. Yes, absolutely. Yes, yes. You're a visionary. Yes. Oh my God,
Oh
I
my
can't
God,
believe
Zach,
it.
that's super amazing. Yeah.
Like nobody's ever thought about
Yeah.
doing this. Just because nobody's ever thought about doing this doesn't make it a good idea.
that's true.
Like, like I don't know
it's
why.
true. It's true.
Like just because like oh yeah, it's a visionary idea, it doesn't mean it's a good idea.
Doesn't mean you should do it.
Everything
Yeah.
I've heard, I do not want to see this.
It
It sounds weird. It sounds like a fever dream of
it's
a
4
movie.
hours. It's 4
4
hours. Each one is 2 hours.
Yeah, no,
Uh,
no,
Let us
not my
know.
cup of tea.
Yeah, and I think we'll end it with that. Let us know what you guys thought about any of the comic strips, or what do you guys thought on Rebel Moon? Did you guys like it? Do you think that Zack Snyder shouldn't make movies anymore? Because I do.
I think he needs to take a
Second.
sabbatical.
Yeah.
I think Zack Snyder would be a great cinematographer.
Yeah.
Let him be a cinematographer behind the camera. He can shoot a movie so good. This movie looks beautiful. He can't write for anything.
Squat.
Like he can't write. It's bad. So
And
let us know.
he makes so much money doing this
Yeah, he
too.
does.
He makes so much money for
Right,
putting out
which one?
garbage.
So yeah, let us know what you guys think.
Yes.
Sean, take it away.
All right,
Close us
folks. This has been Keeping Up with the Nerds, issue 195. My name is Sean,
Nick,
Rene.
and thanks for watching.
Don't forget to meet us on Friday.
Signing
Yeah.
off.
Heritage Park.
Yeah.
Heritage Shark, baby.
Signing off from Undercity Comics. We'll see you.
Bye.
Bye.